is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings, winners, and welcome to Winning Saturday Night. I hope you are all doing well out there. Let me say hello to my winners in the front row. Suzanne, how you doing? Alexander, how you doing? I hope I'm saying that right. Daisy Girl, what's up? What's up? Jacob Pete, my man, how you doing? Cool Gamer, always happy to see you. Kawan, how you doing? Thank you for being here this evening. Iris, what's up? What's up? How you doing? All right. We got a big crowd in the house starting to show off tonight, and it's just me and you tonight. Tonight, the crowd calls the shots. So, I'll get us started, but I want you guys to let me know what you want me to talk about. Let's have a lot of interaction. Tell me things. Talk to me. Ask me questions. All these fun things, man. Let's just do this. I see a lot of people out there running shows. Hey, Memento Mori, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. And they just can talk for talk and talk. I can talk and talk and talk too. I can. I've been doing a lot of guests recently, and I thought I'd just take a week off from guests and hang out with you guys, man, because you're here every week and you make the show happen. This is all about you guys tonight. Whatever topics you want to cover, I'll cover. Whatever things you want to talk about, we'll talk about. We'll have conversations. But I'm gonna get us started, kind of just run through the week and winning, right? This week the theme was be grateful every day, and I hope you're doing that. Being grateful and thankful is how we keep things in place and the good things going in our lives. I try to remember to be grateful and thankful every day for all the things I have, and to remember that inner faith is the most important thing in your life, right? No matter what's going on, good, bad, right, or wrong, and it's inevitably happening for the right reasons. Just believe in yourself and keep on moving, and that keeps that what I call the circle of self going. I was explaining this to someone today, and I was talking about how when you have that inner faith, right, that belief in this in the way, that all the other parts of yourself rise into the light, like your self confidence, your self esteem, your self worth, all the things that are important that keep your life going in a positive and awesome direction. Right. And when you don't, you start to lose faith in yourself, you may find your confidence is slipping, your self worth is slipping, your self esteem is slipping. Hi, Caitlin, how you doing? Welcome. And that's a true sign that you need to remember your inner faith. And when you get back to remember your inner faith, your confidence will rise, your esteem will rise, your worth will rise. That'll give you more motivation, more discipline, all the key things that make you great in this world for everybody else. So yeah, that's one thing I was talking about this week and remembering today in a major way. And I hope that you guys get that concept in and practice it as yourself. And part of that is being thankful and grateful for everything that you have every single day, and making sure you say it out loud so the universe can hear you. Because sometimes if you don't, or if you complain too much, it may take things away. It may say, well, maybe you don't want that, or maybe you don't appreciate that. And I found that if you keep that, you keep rock steady, right? So how's everybody doing out there? Chris Goss, how you doing? My inner faith, we're heading for tells me we're heading for a fall. Well, we always are. We're always heading for a rise too. Just a matter of what we do to change that. I know that things can look dark at times. We have to keep that light shining. And I have a feeling I know what Chris is talking about, and we'll hit on that tonight. We'll talk about some of the things that are going on in the world, including some of the decisions we need to make for the channel, like for some new show ideas, right? For example, I know as politics are heating up and issues that matter are spinning up, there maybe the crowd maybe wants me to cover more of that, and I want to be open to that. I'm thinking of a Rumble jump off exclusive, right, where I can really talk about oh yeah, I hear you, Chris. Where I can really talk about some of these issues freely, right? There's some issues that I really want to talk about that I just cannot talk about on YouTube because that's the way they want it here. I won't be getting into too much detail about those tonight as far as the really deep ones, but we will talk about some of the darkness that is creeping into our world at the moment, and with the warring and the decisions that are being made by the establishment. Hopefully that's motivating everybody to be active this election season and vote anti-establishment so we can get these guys back out and start turning things around. Hopefully. Outpost Nerd, how you doing, buddy? Hope things are going well. Hope the new job's going well. Haven't heard from you lately. I'm guessing you're busy getting your life going. and that's awesome. We're all rooting for you. You know what we say? When we know what we say about that, buddy. We say,
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
that's right. That's right. We are. And so, hey, if you guys didn't catch it this week, yeah, I did the moon landing hoax conspiracy on Wednesday, unveiling reality. We had quite an exciting time with that. We ended up taking that over to Rumble. We took a lot of shows over to Rumble this week, and that was pretty good. Those shows did really well over there. I'd really like to get my follower count up over there. So if you're not already following me on Rumble, please do. I really want to see that reflect what I'm doing over here on YouTube, as that may be the platform of choice in the future. We never know. We never know. We have memberships over there, and we have, of course, the channel is going pretty darn good over there. Okay, yeah, political show. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. You know, it could be a nightly, hourly show. It could be just once a week, maybe. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I don't cover a lot of these topics because one, a lot of people cover the topics, and it is a lot to keep up with. But it would probably be like top of the news kind of stuff, right? Just analyzing it from this point of view, and giving you my take on it as someone who's been involved in the political kind of fight for um, since 2006 at least. So let's just call it 2006. I've really had my head in it since then, and I've been figuring a lot of stuff out, which I've covered on Unveiling Reality to quite an extent. I've done a little bit of it on Winning Saturday Night as well, but mainly on that show, talking about the false left-right paradigm, the need for the anti-establishment to grow and to understand what it means to be anti-establishment, and why that's so important. The need this election season to hang on to the power of the GOP, whether you consider yourself one or not. I don't. I mean, I've always considered myself a constitutional independent with libertarian social leanings, and you know that's kind of how I've explained myself over time. But I definitely believe in fiscal conservatism, and to a point. I think that we can do better with the economy, and a sense that we should maybe lean a little bit more to the Austrian School of Economics. But I'm not an economist, so I listen to the wiser men on that topic, and just try to go with the flow and hope for the best there. Now, I do know that this week the digital currency push got kind of hit a stall, and that got kind of rejected. So that's a good thing. Doesn't look like that going through as much as people were kind of fearing at the origins of the bill that was trying to be passed. I think it was called the CB something. Yeah. So, anyways, that's how much I pay attention to it, because I know about it, I understand it, but I see the bigger issues, and I want to solve those problems, because I believe once you go to the root cause, the other things, the symptoms of the corruption in our system tend to take care of themselves, right? The symptoms go away when you solve the root cause issue. So that's why I focus on the root cause issues like division and control of language, and pushing the anti-establishment to push back against the establishment and their subversive culture, right? And so those are the topics I generally hit. But I wouldn't mind doing a political show of some sort, or at least a news show, right? It wouldn't be political. It would definitely have political leanings, but it'd be a news show where I can discuss these topics freely, and then get into some of the greater topics too. There's some some medical news that have been coming out. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about it here because that's a great way to get yourself in trouble on YouTube, and I don't feel like censoring myself. So this weekend we will be doing. We're going to take a week and do 9/11 Loose Change. That's one of those old school movies that had a big impact. That's what Old School Watch Party Sundays is about. We're going to rewatch that with new eyes here. I know that some of that has been discussed. I think that the questions that were posed in that film were important. I think it made a lot of people start questioning things and start looking deeper into things. But the unanswered questions maybe caused a little bit of spurs into some of the conspiracy rabbit holes that exist today. We need to kind of be clear on these things. I think that the work that Radix Verum has been doing, exposing how the Fed hoaxes work, has really shed some light on that. And so I want to save that for Sunday, but we're going to talk about that. That will probably be most likely going to be a Rumble exclusive, just because we don't want any heat from YouTube. $20 super sticker. Thank you so much, Talking Trash and Juice. You rock the house as you always do. me see if I missed anything. I'm scrolling back. I'm gonna be looking a lot at the chat tonight, a lot. So keep it rolling for me. Eric says, I'm just chilling, trying to keep awake for a bit tonight. All right. She's asking, talking trash to what's shaking, baby. All these fine people in the house, man. I love seeing all you guys here. You make the show happen, man. You make the show happen. Let's see. Jacob says the GOP as a party under McDaniels, McCarthy, McConnell regime really generally sucked. But it's been a great avenue to insert more freedom and liberty-minded candidates. Yes, it has. And hey, I like the fact that they said, hey, 3 strikes and you're out, McCarthy. They're keeping their word, and that's a good thing for all of us. And hey, Chris, that's one way to put it, man. It's like God versus Satan and Satan versus humanity. I'd say it's the establishment versus the rest of us, right? The ones they suck in and the ones they don't. But yeah, big impact, plenty of problems, absolutely. Yeah, Radix is awesome. Yeah, she is. Absolutely. We gotta have her back on the show here. I know she's been very busy. Yeah, I liked Radix Ferrum channel. I'm surprised she was able to get so much information. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's a friend of the channel. I support her greatly. And you know, we need to help her get that film out because that film is so important. She needs our help with that. Any ways that we can do it. We need to help her get that film out. I try to get her on big shows and promote her wherever I can and to help that film get out. So I said it before, I'll say it again. Gates has made it clear he will own whoever gets the next gavel, whoever gets the gavel next. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good sign. I'm glad we got some fighters in there. And you know, a lot of this comes off the efforts of the Ron Paul revolution and historically speaking, and what we're doing today as well. We did do the moon landing hoax on Wednesday, and we had a good a friend stopped by, and he had lots of pushback, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. It was fun to debate with him on that, and for all my viewers, all the people who come here every week and have been part of Unveiling Reality and understanding the retrospective board and how the veils of perception work. You know, I think it was a great lesson in real time, seeing how getting stuck in that second veil can affect somebody over a long period of time. Like I've said, the second veil, people in the first veil are very hard to convince. People in the second veil are even harder. Like they're much more stubborn. They're much more set in their ways. People in the first veil tend to just blow you off and shut you out, right? They flight. People in the second veil fight. So it's a different kind of struggle there to try to break through to them. And though you're never going to do it in one conversation, I've learned a technique of just planting the right seeds and using the conversation in the right way to get it back to where it needs to be at the conclusion of it. So I hope I left my good friend James with some things to think about, and I hope that helps him. And, he kind of saw it the other way around. If you guys saw that conversation happen on between here and Rumble, and it was a great kind of conversation. Unfortunately, on Rumble, you can't see that. I don't think you can see the chat replays. And I wish you could, because the conversation needed to continue. I try to put it up on screen or at least read it out as much as possible, but I'm going to do a better job at that since they don't have that. I might bring a Winning So Reality in here to be the chat board for me when I go over to Rumble. So my green-eyed brother. And hell yeah, Winning Games, my red-eyed brother, he'll be around in the future, right? He's just not doing anything right now. So Winning Games will return at some point, but right now he's just taking a little break. He's been a busy man this past year. Let's see. I proved that in my typical horror white chick bimbo heard weird voices. I went to investigate in the dark instead of just walking away. My son went and checked out the new Exorcist movie this week. He went with some friends over there, and he had a great time. But one of our friends actually have a horse stable in a barn, and that horse stable and barn was used in the movie. So yes, they actually, you can see it very clearly, and one of my son's favorite horses was in the movie too. So we did spend some time over there, and they're really great people. Yeah, that was exciting, and they went and did that. And he said it wasn't so much scary as gory. And I said, they just don't make horror films the way they used to. I told him, it's like, if you want to see some scary stuff, go watch like the original Halloween, the original Friday the 13th, the original Amityville Horror. I mean, these are things that were scary in the day, right? You guys remember those movies? Oh my goodness, man. And I said, as far as modern movies go, I think that the Blair Witch movies were pretty damn scary, like as far as scary movies go. But today they have the blood and gore, but that activates a different part of your brain than the suspense, the tension of being chased or the jump scares or the relentless pursuit, right? Um, let's see. No offense. Even now, I'm leaning anti-moon landing. Chris, did you actually watch? Did you see the whole thing, or were you able to stick around? I know you started at it, but I don't know if you saw the whole thing because we had to jump over to Rumble. But if you're not over there on Rumble, man, I hope you'll go over there and check it out. I think it kind of like hit all the points. I mean, I think it hit all the big talking points that anti-moon landing people make, and I get where it's coming from. I get where it's coming from. It, but I mean, people say things like that, and nobody can prove that, right? They can make assumptions about it. They can say, well, I know this and that, but usually comes from people that aren't filmmakers and don't really know how the cameras worked on the moon, which this documentary did a great job of explaining. So, decide for yourself. But I think that when you look at it and you kind of like do it with open mind, like you kind of like, okay, I'm going to reset for a second. I don't have an opinion on this. That's how I approach things like this. I say, I'm going to reset. I don't have an opinion. I'm going to watch with an open mind, and I'm going to make a new decision, right? Can this debunking of the all the talking points that the people who believe it's a hoax use convince me, right? I go that way. You go in without any bias, right? And it's a way to reset. And we'll see. I think that it's going to be clear that when we go back to the moon, hopefully that happens. We don't run out of money, or the establishment doesn't decide to cancel that just to keep the division going. But that we can clear that up. But as I was telling James at the end, I was like, does it really matter in the end if we did or not? Because there's still bigger problems we need to work on together. And we can't let something like whether that happened or not divide us to the point where we can't work together, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Iris says, I've been watching 80s horror flicks all week. Friday the 13th, 1 and 2, Critters, Killer Clowns, and a few others. Which one do you think is the scariest? Which one do you like? Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Like I'm getting some fairly good reception there. Jacob Pete says, Blair Witch had the whole generation of people convinced that it was real. It could never be done again, which is a travesty if you ask me. No, that was thank you. That was really scary. I mean, it had me kind of like creeped out, and I that it's not real, but for a while people thought it was real. So that's a really great way to approach horror these days. See, Chris, back to the moon landing topic, says, I've looked enough. It depends on where you're looking. I always just debunk to the root and question to the void. So, it's one of those things where when you're going to give the benefit of the doubt to a bunch of authors of the astronauts themselves, the thousands and thousands of people that worked on it. I mean, at some point you're giving the benefit of the doubt out, right? So it just depends on, I think it really comes down to what people want to believe and what is the purpose of not believing we went there, right? What would the purpose of that being? James would tell you that it's all about the money. I was like, well, who profited then? Oh, well, NASA. Well, who's NASA? When you start asking questions to the void like that, people start to figure out their arguments kind of like they may have a strong like 2 or 3 points, and then when you get down to the bottom of it, they're kind of like, well, that's the part where you got to go back and research and think again about this. It's resetting, right? I believe in COINTELPRO, and I believe a lot of COINTELPRO is out there to keep us fighting, and I believe that it's out there to discredit people who don't believe in the establishment narrative. Like I'm very much a believer in that, having seen it and gone up against it myself, a decade and a half ago. So within a decade and a half ago. So it was like between 2006 and the Trump run, basically in that form, and then now I'm over here doing it a different way. But being boots on the ground, going point to point against people that are posting it, invading comments with it, things like that. We were quite a formidable group of debunkers, and we did a lot of good in helping people stay out of rabbit holes like the Drake Kent Bailey rabbit hole. The one I recently did, Original Q, we finally did that one. That was a great one. It's getting a lot of views. I'm glad people are checking that out. And you got to learn a lot about where some of that original idea of the plan and all that stuff came from. A lot of people didn't know that information, so I'm happy that we finally did that. I've been promising it since I started, and I'm glad that we finally did that stream. And if you haven't seen it yet, and it can get a little dry at times listening to Drake uh, drone on and on, but all in all the information's there, and you can get to know exactly where this came from and why. And again, I think it goes back to Radix's work. I mean, Radix has really done something great in the sense that she's exposed how the Feds groups go in and they get these informants, they give them databases, they give them an agenda. I think that's what was going on back in the day when the internet first started. They were putting a lot of people out there just to spread these different disinformation rabbit holes, right? These conspiracy rabbit holes throw people off. When let me tell you, conspiracies are open and they're in our faces. Let's look past the conspiracy second veil stuff to the fourth veil, right? To the global ownership class, to the cycle of control, right? You'll see all the groups are there. Like I haven't left any of them out. They're all there. The CFRs, the trilaterals, now it's the WEF is our big nemesis, right? These are open conspiracies and they're not hiding them. So that's the kind of the point that I've made is that they do exist. Yes, there are bad guys out there. Yes, they are a group of globalists, that are doing this. But they don't really hide it. And I think when we get into the minutia of things, people don't quite know where to direct their energy. And I'm just trying to ask for people to focus, to focus in on what enables these giant groups to continue to do what they do generationally, the generational warfare. So if you really are starting to get what I'm talking about, let me know. That's the points that I'm trying to make when I come out and do these shows is to guide you into this understanding, right? And to get you past the minutia of, is it the satanic cults? Is it this? Is it that? Well, the truth is it's all of it and none of it, right? It's still this theatrical thing that's going on, financed by the richest, with lots of time to do nothing but that, right? While we're the infrastructure class working to keep the world going, right? They have nothing but time to plan and pay, and they got all the money and resources in the world. And as we keep going down through the veils of perception, we're going to get into things like full spectrum dominance and master plans and things like that. That's coming. But I wanted to walk everybody in by understanding how mind control worked, where it was coming from, the different types that are out there. And then we got into the understanding of traumatic mind control and the cycle of abuse and how it's abuse that powers the cycle that continues, that empowers the corruption, right? That creates the corruption. It's self-perpetuating. So if we don't understand that, we don't know where to focus our energies and to get into solutions. But let's get back to the crowd here. And let's get into so we're talking about what went on Wednesday, right? So we're still kind of talking about that right now. And that was a lot of fun. But I hope you guys can see from my conversation and how I handled it with James that it was that busting through that tough layer of denial is really, really hard. And when you broke down his arguments, they really didn't hold that much water, but they meant something to him. And I never attacked him for his point of views. I never went to ad hominems with anything. And I considered all of his concerns. Like I took them one by one. He's still a person, still human, and still worthy of consideration, right? Just a matter of how, if that empathy could be, returned and we can come to a level of understanding. And I think that's where we ended up. I hope so. Because I could see he genuinely was trying to think he was trying to help me, and I'm genuinely trying to help him. And that's what we need to be. That's the attitude we need to have. The prequels, yeah. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. The Blair Witch stuff. Even when Blair Witch went, I can't believe people what they liked, but when people can believe what they like, but why haven't we ever gone in the internet age? We have unlimited money. Well, that's because it just hasn't been on the agenda. I think they've had other things on the agenda. I know that people have brought it up before, but I don't think just because we haven't done it doesn't mean we can't. And I think that we're going to see that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, with the Blair Witch Project. This is going to be the most ADD scream in the world. I think even when they went out of the first person perspective into the the full point of view perspective, that it still was scary. Like, it was still scary. I like the way they jump between the two, the found footage and the continues the story of the Blair Witch. I think it was pretty damn good. I do. Out of all the ones that come out these days, I mean, you don't hear much about good horror movies. I think even that my son was like, yeah, he didn't get that scared at The Exorcist, even though I'd expect him to. He said it was just gory. It was just gory. Yeah, there's the one that's probably really scary. He hasn't seen that one before, so maybe he'll go back over with his friends and they can watch that on Netflix or some other program. They can find it for free probably. They really want to watch scary movies, but like, here you go. Here's a scary movie if you really want to watch one. This one will give you the creeps. Oh man. Hey Shizzy, what's up? How you doing, brother? Haven't seen you around lately. How you been, man? I hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm guessing you've been off doing your thing, spend some time with the wife. Oh man, 2 months. 2 months member, man. Thanks for being part of the winner's circle. I feel special, like a short bus passenger. Yes, indeed, my friend. Well, I don't know if you guys caught repairing history this week. Dang, internet buffering bad today. I'm sorry, Daisy. Hang in there. And thank you for bringing Maddie around. That was really great having her come join us. She's very awesome. I don't know if you guys caught repairing history this week, but here's a quick recap.
Last time on Repairing History Together.
You referred to African Americans. What exactly is your problem?
How much time you got, buddy? Where would I start? Well, first of all, they're lazy, good-for-nothing tricksters, crack-smoking swindlers, big butt-having, wide nose breathing all the white man's air. They eat up all the chicken. They think they're the best dancers, and they stink.
Look what I got here. Hey, where are the white women at?
Yeah, so it got a little spicy it got a little spicy. Yeah, Gary's got a lot to say, but I hope you'll join us for repairing history this week. We're trying to build up his rumble on that side too. He's kind of parting ways with YouTube after having 100,000 subscribers. He's still going to be here, but he's just not going to be doing as much in terms of monetization on this side because I don't know what it is. I haven't actually seen it yet, but they're giving him a hard time about something, And oh yeah. Let's see, the Pope's Exorcist was pretty good. It wasn't scary, but it was still good. Another one in that area is Deliver Us from Evil. Okay. Oh man. Oh yeah. Hey Melissa Jane, how you doing? Thank you for popping in to say hi. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, Jacob, we had more like repairing T-Rex City Night. and it continues. They Live with Roddy Piper. Not scary, but an excellent movie. Man, one of my favorites. I love that one. I love that movie. It had a great twist in it because I didn't know that twist was coming when I saw it. That was a great one. Let's see. He hit me up this afternoon looking for bars to hit. So I guess things didn't go as well his way. Poor fella. Yeah. You should go hang out with him, man. Go do something with him. He's getting there. Yeah, YouTube is being a dick, constantly not allowing users to use ad blockers, keeps messing with me, modding streams. What's weird is like if I don't use a VPN now, I can't see my lives and I can't see like back to like a month ago. Like all I can see is like a month or later. Like I can't, like if someone's live, like Shizzy's live, and I don't have my VPN on, I don't know that he's live. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, it's really strange. We got a lot of great creators in the house. And so hopefully you guys are all shared to everybody here or subscribe to everybody here, like Shizzy and Melissa Jane and anybody else I'm missing here that does run channels. So hopefully you guys are subbing to them as well. I don't see a lot of links flying at the moment, but they if they are out there, give them some links, guys. Thanks. I'm doing great, Melissa Jane. Just hanging with the crowd tonight, man. The crowd's in control. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about. Now, Jacob brings up a good point. I got to address this. He did say it was more like this repairing T-Rex City Night, right? So this is how it worked. We started off our stream. This me and Gary playing this. we started off our stream on YouTube, and then about 10 minutes in, we jumped over. Now, I didn't realize I was going to have a little bit of extra time. I thought I'd have to cut out early. And I did have to cut out at a certain point, but T3 jumped in and we did an addendum to the show. So we did cover equity versus equality. I thought we did a good job on that. I still want to continue that conversation, but we'll probably do that next week on the show. But yeah, it did turn into T3 and the T3 Gary show. And they talked about relationships and where the word obey came from and vows and what it meant. T3's done a lot of research on this. She's done a lot of research on the topic. She went back to the history of it and she was reading it to me and all that stuff like that. So yeah, she did a lot of research on that. And they're going to be doing some kind of show coming up here soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be a weekly show or what it's going to be, but it's going to be about, those kind of topics, right? About relationship topics. So that should be really great. And I'm so glad that, we were able to help Gary, get over his fear of white women, because, if you've seen him lately, then his attitude's really changed about it, man. He's really gone in a different direction, and it's more like this.
Look what I got here. Hey, where are the white women at?
So he's really come around. He's really come around. But really, I want to get back to what Jacob was saying, because at the end of that, I actually came back on. And this stream was like 5 hours long, so I really came on. I came back on, and then all of a sudden we started getting, T-Rex was in there, and he's on vacation and kind of on a little bit of a get together with somebody, and it wasn't going so hot. So he decided he would like our help. And so we all gathered around to help him out. And well, it went kind of like this.
Baby steps?
It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time.
Baby steps.
For instance, when you leave this office, don't think about everything you have to do in order to get out of the building. Just think of what you must do to get out of this room. And when you get to the hall, deal with that hall, and so forth. You see?
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Oh, boy. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps through the office. Baby steps out the door. It works. It works.
Yep. So that's pretty much what it was like. And just baby steps. This little baby steps he needs to learn how to take. And he's young, so he'll learn. But we'll get him there. All right, man. So yeah, that was repairing history this week, and that was fun. Yeah, I see Jacob was there. He knows it was like that, right? But yeah, so maybe Jacob can take him out for some baby steps around Orlando, and help him enjoy his vacation as well. Oh man. So yeah, and then here we are tonight. And I told you tomorrow night we're gonna be doing the loose change. But hey guys, it's on you guys now. So what you got? Why do you hope we go back to the moon? Well, why not, man? It'd be great. I want to go vacation on the moon. I want big moon buildings and big moon domes, and I want all that stuff. Let's do it. Why not? I've been, hanging out on the earth for a long time now, and it might be fun to go to the moon. I think the biggest reason I wanted to go to the moon is just to prove the flat earthers wrong. Like I need to. I did a whole show on that. But just to kind of be like, I'm broadcasting live from the moon, guys. Here I am. I could have a moon background. It'd be fun. Who knows, man? Get some of that cheese. I got some cheese up there here. It's made out of cheese. Right? Isn't that right? It's made out of cheese. That's what I hear. And I hear cows jump over it too. So that would be fun. The great cow jumping. Oh yeah. So by the way, if anyone uses Rumble and can't see the chat there, someone said to enable or disable ad blocker and then refresh, it should fix it. So yeah, I know there's some people that have been having problems with that, but check it out. Hopefully it works for you. Keep trying, man. Keep trying. That platform may be the saving grace of us all one day. You never know. Yeah, YouTube needs to back off the whole censorship crap, and they've made some money doing all this crap. Gonna lose out to Rumble. Well, hopefully, eventually, they have enough competition where they have to start being reasonable again. One of the biggest things that caused this was that crisis actor staged event narrative that went around 10 years ago or more, and that caused a lot of the damage. That's why I'm bringing up a lot, and I pushed back against it back in the day, because it really did lead to all the censorship. And it's crazy how little things like that lead to big things. And I'm sure the people at the time thought they were something, but it really was just the media pivoting to the gun control narrative. And people back then were too busy trying to see the bigger conspiracy, and they started believing everything was fake. Even 9/11, like, some people get confused about that topic, and we're going to talk about more about that on Sunday. And like I said, it probably will be mostly on Rumble. So if you haven't got yourself a Rumble account, get yourself a Rumble account, because it's going to be, you're really going to need it for a lot, not just my show, but a lot of other shows. I know a lot of other shows are kind of leaning towards that, going towards that platform more and more. Ricada does it, Viva does it, Russell Brand, relies on it now exclusively. And there's a lot of good shows over there. Get a lot of viewers. People haven't learned how to really interact over there, but as far as live streaming goes, they really do like the live streaming platform over there, right? They like to watch lives over there a lot more than here. Like, the whole, you can watch the analytics, and you get a lot more rewatches over there for lives too. Like, I get into the thousands over there. I hope they're legitimate. They don't fall off, like, when people are trying to be illegitimate here. But they stick around. So, like, even our stream last week, let me see what it was up to now. Let me go back to my channel. I'm with the 260 followers over there, and just checking my stats here, my content. Let's see. The weird thing too is, even though I live stream directly over Rumble, sometimes it propagates over there. It's really strange. So I have to go through and make sure that I private the ones that propagate over there, so it doesn't look weird. All right. So even that, right? The Unveiling Reality got 1,400 views over there. 1,400 views. And the Repairing History is up to like 400 right now. I imagine that's going to climb, because the Gary stuff does really good over there. And, 1,600 views for the Old School Watch Party Sunday, the Fluoride Deception, Seeds of Death, and Bug Food. Bugs as Food. Yeah, that did really well. So you can tell that it's really what people like, and they like the live streams. Some of the other live streams they're not quite familiar with, that they're not as many views. Like, still in the hundreds, hundreds, anywhere from 150 to 300. Hold on one second. Okay, so I'm back. Anyways, yeah, so it just depends on what it is. Some that I would expect to do really well. Hold on one second. Sorry for the delay here. I had some noise in the background I need to take care of. Anyways, yeah, so it's a cool platform, man, and they like live streams over there. So I hope you guys are all getting your accounts ready to be over there. So, because I want to cover some very, very controversial topics on that side. We were talking about this week. So we're going to do the 9/11 thing this week and review loose change, and try to bring it up to date. I have an up to date kind of thing that Redacted did. I'm going to put at the end. And what the unanswered questions, things that still need to be answered. Some of the other questions that were kind of answered along the way. A lot of suspicious stuff going on there. But then we're going to jump back into the health again. So health is so important. We're going to hit the big pharma issue, and big pharma, and the other, if you can think about all the things that encompass big pharma, that's what we're going to talk about. So that'll be a Rumble exclusive for sure. So a lot of things we're going to be doing on Rumble here. I do like getting the views here on YouTube to maintain my channel, make sure I'm in the algorithm. People are knowing when things happen. I think things are getting better now that I've kind of like moved my content in a certain direction. I've kind of separated my content from other content that used to be associated with it. I think that's helped. And you guys are making it happen. You guys are the ones really helping it out. the consistent viewership, the consistent rewatches, the people that show up here every week to be part of what we're doing. So important and so appreciated. You know, I love you guys all. My crowd rocks. And thank you guys so much for helping out with that. So let's get back to the crowd because you guys are in control. What do you want to talk about tonight? I got a few videos I'm going to play here in a little bit just to kind of like go through some things. It'll probably be lighthearted stuff, probably fun stuff. We can hit some topics though. Some important topics I think I ran across this week. I have a watch list, right? So I have watch later list. That's my like, okay, I click through and boom, 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 boom. I'm going to talk about, I want to talk about the Ahsoka series and that little bit of entertainment there. How many people want me to talk about that? How many people watch that? Is my crowd into that kind of conversation? Do you want me to talk about entertainment that I like and series that I like? I mean, honestly, to talk about the Ahsoka stuff or the Star Wars universe, I can talk about that stuff a lot, right? I can go into entertainment. I'm getting tired of all the people just like overly critical about this entertainment. I get it when it comes to people's favorite characters being overwritten in terms of like a woke kind of like overwrite. I don't like that. I understand when the difference between good storytelling and bad storytelling, but I think some people out there are just so critical, you know, of especially the Ahsoka series. I enjoyed it. My 13-year-old son loved it. And that's really what matters, right? I mean, if you're able to enjoy the experience and enjoy the story, why do these older guys come out here and want to just like criticize the hell out of it and make it no fun? You know, oh, it wasn't the way I wanted it to be, so I'm gonna go on the internet and cry about it. You know, it's like, man, can you just it's like suspend belief, enjoy the fantasy of sci-fi, right? And just get into it and let it be what it is. You know, as long as they're not doing anything blatant. Like I didn't have a lot of fun with I used to watch the DC universe, right? And I've kind of stopped watching that because they jumped the shark for me when it comes to wokeness. And I used to watch like the Flash and Green Arrow and all that stuff. And they had what was the other one? The Legion of somebody or another, where they had a bunch of different superheroes together. And that stuff got so woke I couldn't even stand to watch it. That was what was ruining it for me. You know, it's like they weren't telling stories about good versus evil and villains and telling the stories of the characters the way that we know them, the way they were written. They were rewriting them and redoing them and injecting all this biased kind of perspective into it. And that's what ruined it for me with those shows. But I don't see too much of that happening in the Dave Filoni Star Wars universe, right? I mean, you can make a complaint here and there about it, but I think that he's saving Star Wars personally. I mean, as a Star Wars kid, you know, as a kid who was all into Star Wars growing up, had all the toys, had all the action figures. You know, was every Christmas for a while was just about Star Wars for me. I was like, oh boy, you know, another action set. Oh boy, all this. And you know, I had the Millennium Falcon, I had X-Wings, I had TIE Fighters, I had my snow speeder, which I still have. Unfortunately, I didn't have parents that took care of my stuff for me when I don't have a lot of my childhood stuff anymore. I have some important things, but they didn't understand the importance of these things to me. I've taken the opposite approach with my son. I got big tubs and containers full of all of his stuff. I've made promises to him that I will take care of his stuff for him, and that will be here for him when he comes back to get them one day. His books, his stuffed animals, his lightsabers. We got a whole tub full of lightsabers. We were into like collecting lightsabers for a while. So we have all that stuff. And I look out for him in this way, the way I wish I had been looked out for. Not that my parents are bad or anything. It's just that they just didn't realize how important things like my comic book collection was to me, or my Matchbox and Hot Wheels car collection. Boys like to collect stuff. We love to collect stuff, and my collections were important to me. But you know, they were not cared for the way I wanted them to be cared for, and so now I don't have a lot of them. In fact, I got parts and pieces of my Star Wars collection with all of the important things missing. And a lot of them, when I moved, were so damaged and missing and unfun, I just threw them out. I was like, I can't stand to look at it. It just breaks my heart. Let's see. I would love to believe me, but my kid's birthday is next weekend, so that's where all my paychecks are going for the time being. Oh, I don't know what that was about. Sorry. Let's see. Only Gauze and Gary knows what that show will be like. Who's Gauze? God. Okay. Oh, that one you're talking about. Yeah, I'm catching up on chats now. I mean, you guys are in control tonight, man. Whatever we talk about, wherever we go, we just talk. We're just talking horror flicks in chat. Oh, good. I love it. I love it. A lot of interaction. Let's see. Talk about Facebook. Let's see. Either that or people are going to go back to Facebook with their lives. Man, no, no. Yeah, no. I don't want to go to Facebook. That's where the old war took place. That was the original ground for truth fighting and promoting. It was a great thing. You could promote a lot on whatever you were into back then, and then it just turned into a battleground, and people started getting butthurt, and friends started being lost, and it's too close to home there. That's why I didn't want to do any more activism on Facebook and in Facebook groups, and just let that thing rot and die. And I think it was kind of going there anyways, but there's still a lot of help groups that survivor groups and stuff like that go off on Facebook. So like the Elon survivor group, they're on Facebook. You open the door to allow freedoms to be taken away, and the government agenda will take full advantage of them. It's not just that; it's just authoritarian in general. Government and the agenda of the elitists, are prime example of that. But people in general, right, will try to take your freedoms away, try to take your freedom of speech, anonymity, privacy, all those things away from you when they don't like, or they're jealous or they're envious of what you're doing, right? They become very toxic. I ran into a guy named Cotton Eyes that I talked to you about when I was doing my Monty research, and he's been around a long time, and he knew some of the old stories, and I was just trying to get some information. And we talked about narcissism on the internet, and he goes, well, if someone already has those tendencies, YouTube and the internet will amplify it. I remember his words greatly. He was absolutely dead on. Rumble has gotten a whole lot better than it was when it started. Yeah, you have to give it time. Nothing happens overnight. An addendum to Aries' comment, YouTube operates on a consistent deficit, but they will not change their behavior in favor of profits due to the fact that they are subsidized by Google. And yeah, as Ricada pointed out very well, they own Google ads, they own all the ad revenue mechanisms, right? So it's hard for other platforms to do anything on that level. That's why that's why all the money can be made here. You get up to 100,000 to 1 million subscribers, or 500,000, 1 million, you start making some serious money. Like the quartering's making some serious money over here. And then it gets this, I think you got a Rumble contract, right? Then that's when you can actually start doing things like, have your additional products. You could like sponsor your own channel. I did, by the way, reach out to Pro One, which used to be Pro Pure gravity water filters, because I want to be an affiliate for them. I want to be able to offer you guys discounts to get clean water. And their affiliate program is full right now. And I was like, oh man, I really wanted to do that. Another one, Body Armor Edge. That's another sponsorship I want. I guess I want them to be sponsors of the show. If you're out there, Body Armor Edge, you will never find a finer salesman than myself to help promote your product, because it's a caffeinated drink that will get you away from the sodas and too much coffee or other things, but especially the sodas. Now we're going to examine why it's important to get away from sodas in a future episode of Old School Watch Party Sundays, when we watch an old documentary called King Corn. King Corn is about the corn industry, and it's about high fructose corn syrup and how it's made and why it's like the sugar substitute. It's made with GMO corns. It's not good for you. And how highly addictive it is and how bad it is for your health. I know people that like sodas don't want to hear this. Don't block me out there, because you got Body Armor Edge. You can get them 2 for $5, right? They come in 4 great flavors, and they are delicious. It's got things that are good for you in it. It's made right, and you get the caffeine boost you want. In fact, I'm going to take a sip of some right now. All right. I'm enjoying a tropical punch tonight. I like all the flavors. I alternate them. I usually go from one to another and back to get all 4. I generally have a rack in my fridge. I go to the store, I'll buy $10 worth. That's 4, right? And that 4 will last me a day and a half, maybe. Because it's really all I drink besides water, the clean water, either bottled or gravity filtered. And if you get the bottled water, make sure it says reverse osmosis and it's in a non-BPA bottle. right? You don't want any of that leaching going on into your. We should cover BPAs too, like what those things are if people don't know. And then who was it? Somebody in the crowd asked us to cover the aluminum that's used in deodorant. So we're just going to do a whole health thing. And by the way, we're going to have live testimony about the transition of someone going from an unclean or unknowledgeable lifestyle with food and the things that they use, the products they use in their life, to a more clean lifestyle. How that transition goes, what it's been like, and so on. This is the positive transitions, not the negative ones. And that's Talking Trash and Truth. She has recently taken the plunge and is moving her diet and her lifestyle into a clean, real food lifestyle. And I hope that you guys will all join us on this ride and consider doing it yourself. And we'll talk about how it does, how it works. And you can hear from her how the things she's trying, the price differences, anything you want to ask her. You can ask her and she'll help you and by sharing her journey as well. And it's not hard. Honestly, it's not hard. I did it, and like I said, it's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to start going to that organic aisle and looking up at all the cool stuff you can get that doesn't have GMOs in it and pesticides in it. And I know some people have differing opinions on that, but this crowd just got through watching a whole education on it last weekend. So very educated on the matter we are, and we'll continue to educate ourselves on the matter. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we got see, Take Your Time. I see Van Helsing 2004 is on. I got my eye candy. Oh geez. Okay. Let's see. Don't get me wrong. Okay, got a lot of conversation about Rumble going on in the chat, huh? Okay. Let's see. I'm catching up. Boy, you guys are flying tonight, man. T-Rex, what's up, buddy? Where's he at? I see T-Rex was here. I saw someone say T-Rex. Boy, I'm running behind, aren't I? Where is he at? Oh, there he is. Hey, everyone. There he is. You still here, buddy? Yeah, I already talked about last week, but I did make a new intro for you, by the way. It's a little different, but here's his new intro.
Baby steps?
It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time.
Baby steps. It works.
First of all, I don't pay property tax.
There you go. There's your new intro, pal. Hope that makes you happy. All right, good. Jacob Castro, how's it going, man? How's it going? Awesome. Happy you're here. Happy you're here. We are just grape is a great flavor for Body Armor Edge. And by the way, T-Rex Trucking has made the switch to Body Armor Edge, and he is loving it. Tell the crowd how much you love it, and I'll put the comment up on screen. He is loving it. He did it. I finally talked him into it, and now he's like, man, you know what? Winning was right. Let's see. I saw someone say something about Ahsoka up here. I'm scrolling back. I'm so used to doing topics. I see Memento Mori says, I like the Ahsoka. It could be better, but it's not bad. There's some deep storytelling going on there. I feel like they left us with a lot of cool things for the next season and to build up to the Thrawn movie. Like I said, I just don't know what people expect. Like maybe, I get it. If maybe that one scene, the acting wasn't that great or all that. But I'm okay with a storytelling like that. I'm just okay with it. I thought the Mortis gods coming in, spoiler alert, the Mortis gods being introduced is going to be good. I would have been okay if it was a Palpatine kind of like swerve too, because there's a bigger story about trying to control the universe and how man tries to control the universe and just can't. The cycle of good and evil happens, and we just have to be vigilant during it and keep the light shining so that the good does rise again. And I think that's a very big story that we live every day and just don't see. It can remind us of the bigger things in the world. That's what movies and things like that, stories do for us. They can remind us of the bigger things that are out there. And hey, Jacob, thank you for being over on Rumble as well. And for everybody on Rumble, what's up? And for all the rewatch crew too, man, you guys rock. Thank you for rewatching this and being part of this with us. I hope that you will join us for some lives. Make sure if you're on Rumble to follow me, and give me a thumbs up over there, because it's really important. I really want to build that platform up and make it equal to what I have here on YouTube. By the way, the YouTube is growing. We have been growing in views. We've been growing in subscribers. It's been a great ride here. And man, when you're living right, things go well, man. Things go well. That's why you can guarantee when you come here, you won't have any of the any toxicity or drama going on. We're just all about living in the light and being good to each other and learning together as we go along this wild ride called life. Yeah. DCRs. Yeah, that's like kind of how I feel about it right now too. I see Jacob says, I didn't watch it. I don't trust Disney to do competent storytelling anymore. Been let down too many times by the former entertainment giant. Well, the whole thing is it's Dave Filoni. Now, Dave Filoni is George Lucas's protege, and I think that he supersedes Disney. I don't think that they have that much control over him, and I think that as time goes on, he may be actually able to buy out Star Wars and that whole universe and bring it back under a different umbrella. I really hope that happens. I hear rumors about it. But I think that he has risen to a point where he's untouchable, and that they've taken things in a direction that Disney doesn't have too much input on. I hope that's true. I really do hope that's true. I watched the original Star Wars in theaters with my dad. So did I. That was magic, man. I remember how many times did you go back to see it in the theaters? Like, I remember going back so many times. Let's go watch it again. It was the first movie I think a lot of people went back and watched repeatedly. Oh, we got to go see it again. We got to go see it again. We got to go see it again. That's why I think it was so big. And then they brought the toys out, and you could be reliving the adventures. You could have. I remember just being so excited to get like any of the figures that I didn't have yet. Christmas would come around. You see these packages, these weird shaped packages, and wonder what's in them. You open it up, and there's C-3PO sitting, standing there. Oh man, I can't wait to get him out of the package, And there's R2-D2, and there's then the other ones and the random ones. I got Power Droid, It's like, oh dude, it was so much fun. And then they had the little action figure sets that you could put them on. They would stand on the little things and you move them around. The Hoth set, I had the Hoth set. I remember that. They never did have a Wampa, man. I always wanted a Wampa, man. I don't remember them ever coming out with a Wampa. I mean, I just missed it. But if I'd known then what I know now, I would have taken better care of them and held on to them. I really tried to keep track of everything. These little guns they'd come with them, the little lightsabers, they'd pop out of their arms and stuff. Those were so much fun. Let's see. Let's talk about. Oh yeah, right. I'd love to talk about that, but man, I'm not gonna. I know that they've been hitting people with things about that. I tell you what, one thing today was we were talking about the people who have been religious to their quote unquote ongoing remedy of this thing, right? Or their ongoing supposed remedy, what they tell people to go get to not get this, right? And those people are all suffering. They're all suffering, man. And there's people in my family that are hard-headed that aren't listening, and they're suffering. And it's like I was kind of venting about it earlier, and I was saying listen to your damn family that loves you when they're telling you to be careful, man. Don't listen to strangers, wealthy strangers that don't love you and don't know you. Don't listen. Why give them more credit than the people around you that love you? Consider what they're saying. Listen to them. Give them a chance. Hey Chris, we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about this in a future episode of and I got some stuff that Crown Target sent me and some other things. I've been reading what's going on in the news about them not testing things and just releasing it. I know about that, and that's going to become a hot topic. But I can't really talk about it here because even the slightest little hint of anything misleading or that anything that could be construed as misleading or advice, right, will get your channel hurt. And I just can't take the risk of that right now. We got too many things going on, and I want to see you guys every week. And I don't want to have to take weeks off or run the risk of having all this work, go away, because I hope this works evergreen that I've been doing, and that it will stand for future, people to come through here and learn from it, learn from what we talked about, what we covered, go through the playlist and take the journey, from the first veil to wherever we go, where we go next. And we are going places, you know, I know we've been hitting some of the main topics and some of the main conspiracy rabbit holes, and they're timely wise, you know, in the second veil, because you know the UFO stuff started coming out. And I really wanted to cover the origins of that and where people get a lot of the conspiracy theories and ideas from, and who the players are in that. I thought it was an important time to do that. And thanks for Shizzy and Caitlin comments for being part of that with me, and Kaiser Pineapple. I actually talked to Kaiser today. I'm trying to get us to do something soon. I know he's still covering the present day stuff. I'd like to take another look at that. We talked about looking at some of the legacy stuff, some of the stuff from way back. You know, it's always good to go back and look at stuff again and relive it, right? And see how does it look today? Like, how does it look today? Do we still feel the same way about it? Always revet yourself, revet your sources, revet everything. You know, things change over time. I've revetted plenty, you know. Let's see. So you're the arbiter. So hold on. I don't know if that was for me or somebody else. My uncle still battles on Facebook. He's constantly at Facebook jail. Oh, really? Yeah, I just felt like it wasn't something I wanted to do anymore. And in that vein, you know, I also tend to find out a lot of my friends that I had from way back when and so on were leading heavy on the other side. I just don't want to fight with people like that, you know, that I grew up with, and you know, over shit like that. So I just got rid of mine. It wasn't doing me any good anyway, so I just got done with it. Figured why be traceable. I just got rid of it. Let's see. Oh, see, I saw it with my cousins. That's Star Wars, huh? Okay. Wow, and here I am, a girl who restores Star Wars toys when I can. Oh, geez. I should have saved my stuff. But when I moved last time, I got rid of so much junk that I've been collecting for so long. Like the stuff that was piling up and just getting in the way and I had no place for. It gotten dirty. It had gotten like, you know, I spent like $2,000 throwing out junk. No lie. Like it was $2,000 to have all the junk I threw away, taken away, hauled away. I had the money at the time. I was like, I'm doing it. And it was the best thing I did, man. Now everything fits into a garage. All has bins that goes with it. All the important stuff, you know, what I wanted to keep, and a lot of my son's stuff that I want him to have when he gets older. So I did a lot of care to take care of buying. I went through itty bitty micro stuff. I went inside drawers and turned them over and got all these little itty bitty things you save. Like, you know, why you just throw it in a drawer, you forget about it. I went through that I did that level. And I got rid of all the old furniture and all the old weird stuff that I kept around for, I'll do something with this. I'll do something with that. All this weird stuff. You know, then you figure out all the stuff that had been stolen from you too. I was like, where did that go? Where did that go? So, you know, some of the trash people I had living with me stole some things, and I was like, oh, that's gone, huh? Oh, that's gone. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, hey, Anya. Hi, hey, how's it going? Hey, yeah, we are Star Wars fans, but I haven't paid attention to that one. My husband does, though. I did just watch Totally Killer. It was really funny. I don't know what Totally Killer is. Is that good? I like the Ahsoka series. I'm excited for the next series that comes out. Season 2. I hope it's going to be a while, but I'm looking forward to that. I like The Mandalorian. I liked Boba Fett. I mean, people complain about Boba Fett. I liked Boba Fett. Why can't I like Boba Fett, man? And I'm gonna watch the new ones coming out, the Skeleton Crew, because I think that's gonna be a connector piece, like Boba Fett was for the Mandalorian and the Ahsoka story. So I think that's important. I'm gonna watch that. There should be something called the Acolytes. I'm not sure what that's about, but it sounds. I'll give it a shot. I'll give everything a shot. And I'll tell you if I don't like it. But I'll tell you why. But I'm really good at suspending disbelief when it comes to entertainment. I mean, just have some fun. I take on so many serious topics in my life. I need a little fun in my life, and this sci-fi and Star Wars and Marvel are a good break. Speaking of Marvel, Loki just started, and we watched the new Loki season 2, episode 1 last night. I thought it was fun. I liked it. It was a great kickoff, and it's hilarious. Oh, there's a character in it that's, dude, I swear to God, it's Max Mira. I swear to God, Ouroboros. That character, oh man, dude, I if I can reface it, I barely have to do any work there. If I could find points of that thing that worked to some kind of story I want to do with Max, he's already there. The guy looks just like Max. He sounds like Max. It's hilarious, dude. I tell you what, if you don't watch Loki or Marvel, watching episode 1, season 2, episode 1 is worth it just to see Max Mirror in it. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have to hardly reface it. It's really cool. Man, I'm behind on chats. Whoa, you guys are just doing so awesome today. This is great. See, I'm just reading through here. My shows. I'm down to Grape again. Castro, what's up again? Man, okay. Should I just go to the bottom? Oh, Jesus, man. T-Rex, can you give me the answers to life and the universe and everything? Of course I can, buddy. Thank you for the $10. Of course I can. Hey, Jacob said that he'll take you out, man. Baby steps to the bar. Baby steps to the bar. All right. Thomas Anderson, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? I'm so happy you're here. Let's see. Victoria, yeah, I did not appreciate the level of effect until I started making film with VHS camcorders and such later. I got real enjoyment out of life from seeing just what someone could do with. Yeah, I used to do that too. That's actually how I got started with editing and stuff like that. It was like way back in college. I used to use the VHS and then High 8 to make movies. I make it for my friends. I would just film them, and I would make videos of them, and I put it to music. And I was the only one doing that. And like at the end of the year, I'd put this big like video together for everybody, and people loved it. They dug it. Of course, I must have had like 500 clips of people flicking me off though. I think everybody wanted to stick their middle fingers up. It's so cool. Look, recording me flipping you off. It's like so much. Okay, now I get to the bottom. So now I scroll back up. Yeah, you can ignore mine. I was just clowning around anyways. Oh, okay. All right. Got you in, yeah. All right. Thanks for the super chat, T-Rex again. I played your new intro for you, so there you go. All right. Star Wars ruined me for appreciating Star Trek. Laugh out loud. To me, it was all original series, cardboard, and Christmas lights. Yeah. And I was explaining, some people that like Star Wars don't like Star Trek. And I always like both. I'm like, the difference is that Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away, and Star Trek is in this galaxy. It's about the human adventure into space. So that's the big difference. And there's no force, right? It's all technology in Star Wars. I mean, in Star Trek. In Star Wars, there's this thing called the Force, and there's mystic powers and things like that because it's in a galaxy far, far away, right? And so that's the difference between the two, and it's a lot of fun for both. And I enjoy both. I like to read. I like the reworks of Star Trek. I thought they were fun. I tried again to suspend disbelief, and just have fun with sci-fi. Just have fun with it. Some stuff is stupid. Yeah, I get it. But when it comes to the big productions and the ones that are like these ongoing generational stories, man, they usually hit the mark if you just let them. All right, let's see. Let's see. The manuals my uncles had from Star Trek when they grew up, that they grew up on, is what clued me in on my fever to work on developing replicator tech and direct my whole life of learning when it comes to scientific. Yeah, that's awesome. See, they do inspire people, man. They do inspire people. Lex, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, we're just having a good time hanging out tonight, just chatting, just having fun. I haven't done this in a long time. Just pay attention to everybody out there. No topics, really. I'm jumping around like ADD kid from the 70s. So it's fun. Let's see. What else we got here? Let me see. Why you guys are chatting here? Let me look at this. My watch list. My watch later list. See, there's something funny we can watch together. I did have some serious topics, but not too much getting into those tonight. Got plenty of shows coming up for that. Yeah, I want to save that. It's a 43-minute redacted. So yeah, it'll be loose change on Sunday tomorrow at 8:30 guys, 8:30 p.m. because as you guys know, I do watch the NFL. I know it's not for everybody. And I am an Eagles fan, and I know that's not for everybody. But my team's playing it for us, so I gotta watch because we're undefeated. Yep, sure are. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. Again, this is stuff that me and my son do together too. It's a big thing between us. We watch the Star Wars, the Marvel together, and we watch football together, and that's the things that we do. As far as entertainment goes, we watch wrestling together too. Yeah, we do that. Those are our things. That to me. That's when I think of those things, I think of me and him. Let's see. I haven't put a lot of like weird stuff in here lately. Yeah, some of the Star Wars stuff, I could play some stuff like some of the rundowns and top 5 lists and stuff, but I have a feeling that I just get in trouble. Oh man, compilation of prank calls. These things they're kind of funny, but they kind of get old. I'm just scrolling back. I mean, I had some 70s and like some revamped stuff to watch that was kind of fun. I don't know. I'm having fun just kind of talking. We don't have to watch anything. But if you guys want to, remember, you're calling the shots tonight. So you're calling the shots, chat. Someone throw some ideas and questions out there and some topics, and I'll ask, hey, you guys want to do this? And we'll do it. Hey, Winning Reality. Why are some people comfortable and content being evil? Does that mean do they mean to be, or no, not they are? Well, it depends. I think that I think some people know that they are and they get off on it, and that's at the psychopath, sociopath level. And then some people are just abuse victims that have become abusers. Like they've been caught with that mind disease, and they know not what they do, but they have to do it. It's a compulsion, and they've been rewired in such a way that they can't see reality in a different way. Like I was kind of talking to you about earlier, is that some people just don't think, like, you think a certain way, and you probably think people more are kind of close to that way are a little bit like that, but they're actually complete opposites, and you couldn't imagine thinking and living the way they do, and the same way they couldn't imagine thinking and living the way you do. And it's the opposites, right? It's just a counterbalance. It's the yin and the yang, if you will. So yeah, sorry about that. But that it's just yeah, you try to heal them and they'll want to be healed. The best is just to know them, point them out, and get away from them as fast as possible. Make your life pleasant. Enjoy your life. Live well. Living well is the way. Living well is the way. See, speaking of entropy, I stumbled on a passive thermal diode system for revising entropy, though I think is as much a game changer as replicator level 3D printer tech. Man, that's awesome, dude. You're brilliant. Some of the stuff you come up with just amazes me. I want to see some of this stuff someday, man. When you're ready to show it off, let me know. We'll make a whole show for you. Right? You can come on. We'll bring it up. You can talk about it and show everybody how big your brain is, man. Because that stuff's crazy. I couldn't even think of getting into stuff like that. That's nuts. You see all the NFL fans getting pissed about the whole Taylor Swift thing less than a week after it started. I don't get it. I don't even know what that's about. It's something about Travis Kelce. Now Jason Kelce is our center, and he's Hall of Famer, best center in the league, hands down, right? And he's awesome. Oh man, do I have the clip of let's see if I can pull this up. I did a intro for Philly 500. He was on my show. I love Philly 500. I've been a member of his for a very long time. I remember his show from his channel for a very long time. Where did I put this? Why did I take it off? Oh, I never uploaded it, did I? All right, I'll work on it. But yeah, so Travis Kelce evidently is dating Taylor Swift now. And what happened? I don't even know. I don't even, fill me in, buddy. Fill me in. Look at this $2 super chat for you and the kid. Fly, you go fly. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude, it was so cute when he was young. We used to sing that, and his eyes would get a lot bright, and we'd sing it together every time we scored a touchdown. He was so happy. Because then he got it. He's a true Eagles fan. He gets so mad when they're not winning. He gets so mad when they lose. And he gets so mad when they're not doing it. Every play is supposed to be perfect. Did you know that? I'm just like, oh gosh, what have I done? What have I done? It's sweet. But I'll always remember him, like when he gets excited. He's like, everybody's singing together. Yeah. We'd all sing the touchdown song, fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. Yeah, we'd have so much fun, man. I'll never forget that. What? Tell me what happened. Do I have to look it up? Tell me what happened. Yeah, fly like an eagle too. Yeah, I like that. I added that to the end of the Philly 500 intro, by the way. Basically, she was at the game for Travis, and the NFL saw it as an easy cash grab. Probably not wrong for that assumption. So they made their social media revolve around her for a few days. Oh, Jesus. Well, smart marketing, man. It's gonna piss some people off. $5 super chat. T-Rex trucking. NFL fans are mad at Taylor Swift because Kelsey did a good play, and the TV coverage put more airtime for Swift than Kelsey. They're laughing all the way to the bank. Like they need more money. Yeah, really. Well, hey, man, Travis Kelsey, he comes from a good family, so she's not doing too bad. Yeah, man. They'll do that, man. At least it's not drama, right? At least it's not some kind of real drama. Let's see. Turned the cameras on a bunch, and then fans basically said, "Okay, I'm done with this. I came to watch the game. Damn it." Yeah, they do not need to not overdo it. That's true. That has to get old. I'm sure the announcers had something to say about that. They should have, at least. A good announcer would have been like, "Okay, guys, let's stop looking at Taylor Swift and get back to the game." Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, she has more money than God. I know. Oh, wait, we got some memberships rolling out? No, he's always playing with his toys on Saturday night. I was gonna do a show with him. I was like, "Hey," he said he wanted to come on and do a show, but he's always playing with his Legos. He plays with his Legos on Saturday night. Okay. But he's welcome to come on if he's around. I'll bring him on right now. I think I still have his intro. Oh yeah, there was that. Yeah, there is that. Hold on. I think that I think he's hiding out because of his new haircut. You guys know about his new haircut? Um, let's see. I'll see if I can find it. Um, let's see. Where is it at? I know I got a screenshot of it somewhere. Yeah, he's a wild man. Let's do this. Do that. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna have to do it over here. Yeah, if you guys don't know, he got a new haircut. Let me get it up. And let's do the entire screen. This one. And yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yep. See? Yep. He got all crazy and shaved his head. Took his piercings out. I think he put the piercings back in, but I guess he had to take it out for the haircut. Yeah, he's looking good. I didn't realize he had that many tattoos, but yeah. There he is. All right. Yeah, and in case you didn't ever see it before.
If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook.
Wow, that's some breath, Ace.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Hey, let's check in with the expert. What's he doing?
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard.
Same old. Okay. Cool.
Oh.
What is that? I don't know what that is. Let me get it up. Oh, Jesus. Never a problem. Yeah, maybe he'll stop by and bless us with his presence tonight. I did invite him on to come on a show in the future, so when he has time, hopefully he will be able to do it. Can we check it with Gary? Yeah, I want to see what Gary's up to. Hold on. Let me see. I have to get over there.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, he's doing good over there. Yeah, the show's going well. Yep. Yeah, where did Nerd go? Is Nerd still? Where did Nerd go? Look at those moves, man. He's just having a good time dancing. He's happy. When you're happy, you dance, man. You have some good times. Right on. Oh yeah, man. Everybody's having a good time on Saturday night. We're having the best time right here together. Oh, one breath at a time. Yeah, well, it looks like he's back. It looks like he's back and full of beans. Yeah, he's back and full of beans. Yeah, they're having a good time over there tonight. Everybody's having a good time tonight. It's Saturday night. We're supposed to have a good time, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, we're gonna have some new intros for repairing history together. So I implore you guys to get there early to make sure you see the new intros because they're a lot of fun. We're gonna be doing weekly recaps is what it is. You saw a little bit of that tonight. I should show one of the weekly recaps, but Gary's a good guy, and we're trying to help him realize this, and he's really coming.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me.
Sure do. They sure do. They sure do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shelly too. Shelly too.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
I guess that makes me the devil.
Yep. There you go. Wonder what Max is doing tonight. Yeah, he's having a good time. So you see, everybody's having a good time on Saturday night. It's like, amen. Hey, don't we all? Don't we all? Oh, am I quiet? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, geez, that was weird. Sorry. Yeah, we're all having a good time on Saturday night. Let me make sure I got this. Let me get rid of this. Yeah. All right. And I get rid of that and get rid of this. I may have to close Discord if I'm having audio issues. I didn't realize that that kind of blew up my audio a little bit. Okay, good. I was hearing in my ear that that wasn't coming through very well. So hopefully that's changed. Let's see. He was here. Oh, yeah. So like I was saying, if Valhalla is done with his Legos, he's I'd like to have him on the show at some point. I know we kind of run up against each other. I don't, if he wants to come on for a different show, I guess we could try to work that in. But I think he's more of an interview, right? So what kind of people would you guys like to have me interview coming up? Like, what kind of people should I try to go out there and interview? There's some people out there I haven't interviewed yet that are in the scene. And I could probably get them on the show. I haven't reached out to them yet. Yeah, sometimes I run into the issue of like, well, I don't, I like the person. I just don't know what to kind of how to approach the interview. But I got someone like V Radio on or Radix Verum or a lot of Steve Gosney. There's a lot of people. I don't just seek out interviews to seek out interviews, right? It's usually something going on, right? There's a purpose in the interview that we have some kind of something that we relate to, or there's like with Valhalla, I have things that I like to talk to him about, right? But there's other people in the scene that are very popular that I know, and I think they're really cool, but I don't know quite what I would talk to him about, And maybe, like I said, this night is about all of us here tonight, right? You guys call the shots. So help me know what kind of people you'd like to have me come on and do interviews with, because I like doing interviews with people. And if you guys give me some people that you haven't seen yet and you want me to interview, or you think you would have a good interview with, let me know. In fact, it was Daisy and Jacob Castro that helped get me helped get Radix Verum on. Like I didn't know about her at first, and they were dead on. That was a great interview. I've done 2 with her now, and she's become a really great friend. So they really helped me out a lot. I mean, and thanks to both of you guys for helping set that up and get that moving, because that means a lot. I'm hoping that but through knowing Gary, that there's some other kind of avenues we can get some interviews on. I mean, we really want to get Thomas Sowell on for a Thursday night interview if we can do it. I mean, he's getting up there in age. I don't know how many interviews he'd do, but I'm hoping if he looks at what we're doing, he would bless us with an interview. That would be epic. That would probably be tops for me, right? But there's other ones that I can reach out and try to get. But I really need y'all's feedback for that. I really need some help. All right. So guys, talk more. This is about me and you. It's about you and me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's see. If I recall, Billy Ford played Children of the Sun at the original Woodstock, in fact, and showcased some of his musical tech for the first time. Wow, I didn't realize he played that at Woodstock. I actually played that song many times. I've played that song a lot. I know that song really well. It's fun to play. Just remember, time keeps on slipping into the future. That's yeah, Fly Like an Eagle. Time keeps on. Yeah, yep, that was awesome. That's one of my favorites in terms of Eagles songs. Songs about Eagles. Songs that remind me of the Philadelphia Eagles. to be clear. Yeah, let's see. What else we got here going on? I don't want to get into deep topics, man. I got a lot of playlists saved that are just like, let's see. Oh man, you know what? There was one thing I forgot to play for a Winning Saturday Night that I have here. I mean, for an unveiling reality show. It was the unveiling reality show about the Indigo kids, the Indigo children. Where is it at? I meant to play this, and this would actually be go good tonight. It's it was supposed to be the outro to it, and I totally forgot to play it. It should be in this playlist right here. Let me find it. I'm glad I thought about this. This is a perfect night to play it. Oh, here it is. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of video fun here. Let me get this ready and up. That's what she wants. Okay. So here we go. This will be fun. Think. All right. So here is a very well-known person talking about why he is an Indigo kid.
I despise labels. I am an Indigo child.
What does it mean to be an Indigo child?
It means that I was born with a higher level of consciousness than you. I'm so conscious, I can do anything. I have special abilities. And that's also the same reason why I can't do anything. You see, to me, this world is such an unconscious place. I can't even function in it. So the fact that I'm so incapable of doing anything in this unevolved world proves how capable and evolved I am. Being an Indigo also means my aura has a lot of indigo in it. You'd be able to see that if you were more conscious. You have no idea how I see this world. You might think you do, but you don't. Nobody understands me.
What are some of your abilities as an Indigo child?
I'm very intuitive. In fact, I can tell you what you're thinking right now. You're thinking that I don't know what you're thinking right now. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess that's right.
Game, set, match.
What was your childhood like?
Growing up as an Indigo was tough. You might think growing up in an upper middle class suburb sounds easy, but not when your exact level of consciousness isn't pampered too. I mean, you can't even imagine a tougher childhood. My parents and teachers weren't conscious enough to know how to handle me. As a kid, I was diagnosed with ADD and ADHD. I don't know what those things mean. Just never paid attention. So they put me on medication, basically for being too evolved. They didn't understand that I was just expressing my high level of consciousness in the classroom by doing things like hitting, scratching, and relentlessly spitting on the other kids. They mistakenly thought I had behavioral issues instead of seeing how I'm a gift to the world. And that was just the start of my childhood humiliation.
What else happened in your childhood?
I also failed at school because I'm so damn bright I couldn't make myself dumb enough to understand how to answer the test questions correctly. It hurt so much for people to believe I wasn't intelligent. They actually thought I was dumb, like one of the dumb kids. But I'm such a free spirit. I don't even care that I failed at school. I don't even care that I don't care. I don't even want to care that I don't care that I don't care. I wish I wanted to care that I don't care that I don't care that I failed at school.
What's your relationship like with your parents present day?
I'm cursed with parents who aren't evolved enough to understand me. And I'm angry at the world for putting me in this situation. I'm like a whale being held hostage at SeaWorld. So in other words, I still live in my parents' basement. And they're lucky to have me.
I can hear your footsteps. I need quiet. I'm doing an interview.
So you're 34 years old. Why are you still living with your parents?
As an indigo child, I can't have a job. It doesn't work for me. My spirit's too expansive to fit into a structure where I do something of value for other people in exchange for money. And it's only a low vibrational society that uses money in the first place. My frequency's higher than that. So I still need my parents to pay for everything. I didn't ask them to bring me into this unconscious world. Yeah, I chose my parents at a spiritual level. Let's not digress with technicalities here.
I've heard that you've been arrested multiple times.
Come on, what do you want from me? I break rules and rebel because I'm an indigo child. I can't help it. You give me a coloring book, I'm going to color outside the lines because I don't see lines.
How do you spend your days?
I watch The Matrix every day. I love watching The Matrix because I know I'm living in a matrix. Knowing that I'm living in a matrix helps me be unplugged from the matrix. And I love telling people that I love to watch The Matrix because it lets them know that I'm free from the matrix. So yeah, watching The Matrix and telling people about the matrix and how I'm free from the matrix is what I do repetitiously, day in and day out.
Do you have any ambition?
Recently, I tried to start a business. It was going to be a juice bar where customers bring their own fruits and vegetables to juice, and they juice them themselves. Plus, they'd have to bring their own reusable cups because I wanted everything to be environmentally friendly. And the real value of this concept would be in how it builds community. But I couldn't get a loan to start it. Nobody could see the value in the community building aspect of it. If they would have given me a loan, I still wouldn't have taken it because that's exactly what they would have wanted me to do. So aside from not starting that business, I like to go out into nature with my phone and leave hateful comments on YouTube videos because people don't see things my way. And if people don't like what I have to say, they can tell me to my face. My screen name is Eagle Shakti Fox 1717.
What do you think of crystal children?
The only type of children I like less than regular children is crystal children. They think that they can just freeload off the trail of consciousness that I've pioneered with my indigo ways, a trail that my people have suffered so much hardship just to achieve. Not on my watch, crystal children.
How can someone tell if they're an indigo child?
If you have trouble concentrating, get low grades, can't hold a job, get into trouble, can't comprehend simple concepts, feel like you don't belong, you're self-centered, you're depressed, you're prone to addiction, you're demanding, you're rebellious, then you might be an indigo child, a chosen one.
Anything else people should know about being an indigo child?
Basically, I'm here to raise the vibration of the planet because I'm so damn special, because I'm an indigo child. People should also subscribe to my YouTube channel because it's basically a fact it'll add more indigo to your aura.
Awesome. Wait. There's a playlist. There you go. Dolores. Oh man, dude. JP Sears. That dude's hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, that's one that I missed right there. I meant to show that at the end of the Indigo child stream we did with Shizzy and Caitlin. I can't. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget to include things in my shows, especially when I have guests on. It gets kind of like a little bit, wild at times, and I just oh yeah, I meant to do that. Like later on, I'm like, I'm mad at myself. I'm like, what did I do? That was the perfect ending to that too, right? But luckily you guys are here tonight and get to witness that, right? So there you go. That's the part about hanging out, just hanging out. I'll think of stuff like that. Oh, geez. Yeah, I can take it on some my other favorites. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see what these guys are up. These guys are always funny. Let's see. All right, did you guys hear about this one? Hold on, this is pretty good. The Hodge twins, man. Did you guys hear about the blonde girl who was trying to play football? It's like, let's see how this one turns out. This was pretty good. Cute blonde makes history in a college football game. Before I start that, what's up out there, man? You guys want some more comedy? Let's do some more comedy. Let's see. The chick in the movie reality show was in New Jersey. What movie are you talking about? I don't know what movie you're talking about. He was a dollar general version of Kid Rock. Have you seen the Fresh Tasticals? No, let me look it up. Fresh Tastical. Gotta spell it right. Fresh Tastical Francis. Let's see. Aliens travel to China. AI doesn't exist. The secret truth about ChatGPT and AI. Tell me a good one to watch. What's a good one? Crowd's in charge tonight. You guys call the shots. Oh, have you seen this one? Let's see. All right. Oh, here we go. That looks a good one. Let's do that one instead. So I'm not sure about this. I haven't watched the Hodge Twins one, so the crowd's in charge. See, this is how it works. See, this is how it works. You say I do. All right. And bring this up. Bring it up. And here we go. Reality versus woke reality. Oh, okay. Topical.
Take your training.
All right.
What if I told you all your problems?
Oh my God. Hold on. That's an hour long. I didn't realize that was an hour. All right. We won't watch an hour of that, but thanks for that. Thanks for that, Thomas. I appreciate that. All right. Fantastic, huh? Here looks like a good one. I like this one. Try this. How to spot a racist. This ought to be good. See, yeah, that other segment is from it, and he broke it up into smaller chunks. That humor, I don't think anyone could stand a whole hour at once. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. In case you guys didn't know, here's how to
Get to watch my full SJW training video. The clip you just watched.
All right. That's funny. That guy's pretty good. It's like, the internet is sometimes glorious. Indeed. Coming racist. Yep. Sounds about right. Oh, man. Freedom Tunes has some awfully similar Democrat, man. Freedom Tunes. Oh, yeah. I like Freedom Tunes. They're funny. This is called Democrat Man. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Yep, you guys are in charge, man. Shout them out. Wait. Freedom Team is what I want. I see. That's the guy that's on Tim Pool, right? Say Freedom Team. What's his name? He has some pretty good ones. Oh yeah. Why am I not subscribed? Oh, he's close to 1 million. He's getting up there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Aha. It's only 50 seconds. That's some quick cartooning right there. All right. Let me move it over here. All right. All right. Share, and here we go.
Have no fear! Democrat Man is here!
Democrat Man, I knew you would come save me.
What seems to be the problem?
I'm poor and have a rough family situation.
I know just the trick!
Oh boy! Where did you go?
I traveled back in time 12 years and had your mom get an abortion.
What?
All in a day's work for Democrat Man!
Wait.
Get that camera out of my face!
There you go. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, Seamus. That's right, Seamus. That's his name. There he is. All right. Herman the Tosser. What's up? Good evening. Welcome. We're just having some fun here tonight, hanging with the crowd. Well, the crowd is in charge. You call the shots. Let's see. All right. Otherwise by his own claim, known as Potato Boy. There's some good Foamy the Squirrel videos that are only 24 seconds or so. Someone hold on. And it sent me something too. Let me get that one up here. Oh, Gen X. All right, here we go. Looks like Gary's live. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on over on Gary's channel? Hold on, let me see real quick. Looks like Wall's Peace has something to say.
I just want someone to talk to. I want you just the way you are.
Oh, listen, they're having fun over there. All right, so let me get this. Having a good old time. We might be sending you guys up there afterwards. All right, share. And here we go. And
what is the problem?
My problem is that you didn't get off your lazy ass and charge.
Oh, here she comes. She coming too now. She waking up. Hey, pumpkin. Yeah, you got a little stupid and you forgot I'm old school. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I had to take care of some business. Get up, girl. Let's go have a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi, and we'll talk about it. But you ain't going to try that no more, okay? Okay? All right. Get up.
all right. Thank you for that. That's funny. All right. What else you guys got, man? Oh, $5 T-Rex and Turkey winning. Please play the one I just DM'd you on Discord. It's only about 45 seconds. Sure. Hold on 1 second. And we got another one coming in here. All right. This has worked out great. Let's see. T-Rex trucking. He makes these things too short. But hey, if you can make a lot off of short videos, man, that's the way to do it, I guess. There we go. Pimple out of context. All right, here we go.
Yeah, look, I gotta tell you, man. You know the chickens thing. You will not regret it. A funny little bastards running around making goofy noises and laying eggs. It's fantastic. Now, listen. I know you may be saying, oh, here goes Tim again talking about these chickens, but I offer you this. You can have chickens with their goofy little faces. All right. Or you could be surrounded by a mob and mercilessly beaten. You choose. And I got to tell you, when I see this story, as much as I'm like, yeah, I feel bad for these people, they had the choice.
Yeah, nice. Nice. That was funny. All right. See, I got another one from Jake Thomas here. Let's see. Tim, see, where does that go? Nope. Oh, wait, is this it? Observer, cosmic horror short film. Okay. All right. As requested by Thomas here. Here we go. Presented. Cosmic horror short film. Winging it.
In our relentless quest for knowledge, as we dissected the enigma of human consciousness, we stumbled upon a revelation that chilled us to the bone. Beyond our reality lurks something unfathomable. We don't know what they are, but there are a few things we know for certain. They watch us.
AI stuff going on here, huh?
Each choice you make, each thought you form, are not yours. These entities transcend the past, present, and future.
AI
They weave
weirdness.
the very fabric of what we call reality. They like to visit you in your sleep.
Hello.
You are never alone, never unwatched, never untouched by their influence. We will never understand them. They're watching. They're always watching.
This goes along with the horror
And
film
within the
thing we
mere
were talking
chance
about
they
earlier.
visit you tonight, whatever you do, do not look them in the eyes.
Oh, nice. Oh wait, that cut out too soon. Hold on. There we go. Okay, caught the end. Well, that was different. AI is definitely weird and creepy for sure. It likes to fill in the gaps, right? It likes to fill in the gaps. Oh man. Any other requests out there from the crowd, man? What you guys got? Anything else? Preferably comedy. Man, I'd love to play some of my old LawTube is getting weird stuff, but all of it's copyright. It's like it's the copyright you can't dispute, man. It's like you try to dispute it, and they automatically just say nope, even though you've refaced it, you put like hours and hours of work into it. They still say nope. I tell you, we do have a special jam going out tonight. This is a good time jam. It's a little lengthy one, but it's got a great like choir, like Wise for Panic with the choir. And this is old school Panic. I was actually at this show, and it's got a local group here called Dottie Peoples and the People's Choice Choir, and they like to jump up on stage with Panic and really add a lot to it. So I hope you'll stick around for the jam tonight as we go out. Because it's going to be a good one. And I was actually at this show. I remember when it happened. It has the original guitar player, Michael Hauser. God rest his soul. He left us way too early. Another one of my favorite guitar players, had a very original style. Not everybody really got his style, but I did. It spoke to me in many ways. And it inspired me to become a better guitar player in so many ways. And I remember when he was getting sick and we knew that he was terminal, that we made sure that we caught him everywhere he was. Tell us about the television show you've been thinking about. Okay. Well, this is one I wrote a long time ago. There's 40 episodes that span, I think, 2 series and 8 seasons, and it's called well, the screenplay name of it is called Streaming Consciousness. It's about a world of streaming, right? It's about everything's a perspective from the streaming perspective. So if it's a live stream in any way, shape, or form, you have eyes into that universe, so you can see behind the scenes, in the scenes, and it's kind of based around the idea of information and how it's used these days, and it goes to a lot of different topics, like all the topics we cover here. Basically, the ones that are on the board and some different ones, and that we haven't covered yet, that aren't covered or haven't been covered, that are on the board. There's a lot of different things. It's based on different experiences I've had in my life and different topics that like woke topics, information topics. Man, it's been, I wrote that thing like a year ago, and I have the whole screenplay written out. Like, I have episode summaries basically, and I have music that would go in and out. So the beginning on the end, they kind of do with the episodes. And it's just about all the topics, but it's put in a different way with different outcomes than what the establishment wants. It's very anti-establishment series, but it takes a different approach to these topics, like, and it makes it very individual. I'll have to bring it up one day and kind of go through it. Let me see if I still can access it quickly, without going too much in the weeds about it, because it's a very long series. But it's really just about information warfare, but it's based around the unbreaded guy. So it's like this, how his manifestos seemed all weird. I got inspired by the whole unbreaded thing to write it, and then the episodes in between aren't necessarily connected to it. The overarching kind of shell that it's in is about how this manifesto, because it's being repeated every day and people are getting into it, starts to become like a religion, right? And so in that religion, it begins to grow and grow and grow, and people seem to stop thinking it's a joke and start like believing it, right? It's not quite as harsh as the way he did it. I kind of like rewrote it in a different way, so it's not about so much about his perspective on things, but it was about more about this, manufacturing consent and how information can work in that way. And it would and then it kind of grows into what the real, that he wasn't crazy at all. Like, all the words, even though they didn't make any sense, had a way of working on the mind. And so people start, streamed consciousness, that's what it was called. Man. Yeah. So like, it goes into like all these different topics. So the first season is all about that story, and then it kind of ends off at this certain point. And then the second season is called Control of Language. It's about influence and persuasion. So all the episodes, like All Words Matter, is episode 1. Episode 2, Suggestible Rage. It's called Active. So episode 1 is about manipulation. Episode 2 is about activation. So suggestible rage. One man's selfish ambition to turn a vibrant artistic community upside down as they are fed a steady diet of emotional triggered content that turns those open to the influence into rageaholics devoid of basic logic and reason. One group breaks free in order to find peace in a place that speaks freely. As their rage-filled friends get pulled in deeper, the paradigm shifts in a community said to be about friendship and free expression, exposes the dark underlying truth about it, and why these caught up in the trap will willingly throw friendships away without a care. A story about relationships, friendship, and why only your real family is your actual family, explored through the different characters and in different streams. I like the song Friends by Houdini is the opening song, and That's What Friends Are For by Dionne Warwick is the closing song. So like the third episode is called The Politics of Streaming. It's about media. The fourth episode is called Canceled. It's about censorship. The fifth episode is The Problem Solver. It's about belief systems. And the sixth episode is called Trust the Plan. It's about Q. And the seventh is called Consent is King. It's about power. So that's the second season of it, right? So the third season is called The Games We Live. It's about addiction and corruption. And like the first episode is called First Impressions. It's about propaganda. The second episode is Where's My Mind? It's about VR. It's about this guy who lives in VR. The third episode is called Manufacturing Trendiness. It's about platforms and applications. The fourth is called Toxic. It's about gaming and how gaming can turn people into toxics. It's really it's a story about like how I saw the toxic people like ruin the joy for gaming in my son when he was younger. And he still loved it, but how it would upset him. I wrote a story about that. The fifth one's called The Predator. It's about pedophiles online. It kind of goes into that other story a little bit, and then episode 6 called Life's a Beast. It's about elitism. So, and then let's see. And episode 7 is called What the Cool Kids Do. It's about social pressure. So that's just three seasons right there. And I got like that goes up to 8 seasons with 7 episodes apiece, and I have them all mapped out. And then you go into the second series, which is let's see, there's 7, 8. The second series, the ideas, it talks about how these groups come together. And in the first series, you start to get introduced to these characters that are in these episodes. They don't seem connected, but they become connected in the end because the main characters become important in the final big battle that goes on between the group that gets sucked into the religion and the group that is awake and gets out of that cult like religion, and they battle it out in the end. And so that's what it's all about. And the end of it's supposed to be this big feature length movie. It's wild. I went on it was almost like it was being channeled through me. It was crazy. It was like, I remember I don't remember how long it took me to write all this, probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe more. And I was just cutting through the episodes. They were all coming to me like this, like one after the other. I saw the connections and how to map out everything into this giant story. So maybe I always wanted to make this. I hope one day I can. Maybe one day I get to the point where people know me and they will entertain the idea. You know, I did pitch this idea to a few people, but they never responded to me. Supposedly they were looking for new content ideas. Like I think one was like the Tim Pool guys. We want to be in the culture war. We want to hear about your ideas. They never got back to me, and that's when I realized that their organization was, you know, in the inside had grown too big too fast, and was just they weren't answering any of their emails and they weren't looking for things. So, and then another one was some guy from like maybe it was the Daily Mail or one of those big. What was the one with what was the one that Crowder just left? That they said that they were looking for new content too. That guy had come on Tim Pool and talking about how he wanted new ideas. So I sent the screenplay to him with some basic ideas about it. Never any response. He's like, "Yeah, I respond to everybody." Didn't respond to me. Bunch of liars. Or they got overwhelmed and they couldn't handle it. One or the other. It didn't matter. It wasn't right. The time wasn't right. But guess what? The whole thing's written. And why has this not been started? I mean, if you've already have the whole thing storyboarded, damn, it's a big project, man. Yeah. It's pretty wild. Like I'll read more of it off if you guys want. It's some of the episodes I can talk about, like some of the episodes that are out there that I already have storyboarded. You know, I did a whole one on like season 5. It's called Storytellers, Fools, and Con Artists. It's about conspiratainment and apathy. It's like when something we've just been talking about, like the big idea. It's called conspiracies, wizardry, free man of the land. It's about like wizardry is about like based on Jordan Maxwell and the word wizardry, and like how you this whole idea of the free man of the land, sovereign citizen thing goes. It's about people who fall into these traps and what happens to them, right? And like a lot of them are streamers. In that case, they're streaming, or they're part of streams, or they're somehow around some kind of stream system, and that's how you get to see into their universe. So it's all about that thing. You can never see into the universe unless it's coming through a live stream of sorts, right? Let's see. Episode 3 of that season is called "Amateur Experts to the Rescue." It's about the Dunning-Kruger effect and flat earthers. So yeah, these are things I've covered on shows, but I've made into television, like a program, like, you know, like a television program. Now the episode 4 is called Blake. Okay, that's based on Drake, right? Military coups and mass arrest origins, right? It's a throwback episode. The episode 5 is called The Sultans of Salvation. It's about the Galactic Federation of Light. Yeah, this is all the stuff I just covered. I didn't even realize it's just this is blowing my mind. Episode 6 is called Waiting for Disclosure. It's about Project Disclosure. Do Nothing and Win. It's about the New Age movement and Planet X and stuff. Season 6 is about coercion. So Vote Helpers. Oh, that's a good one. The Vote Helper it's about ethics, right? And this one, I'll read this one to you because you tell me if you can figure out who I'm talking about. A young, ambitious girl named Tammy with an eager hunger for power is a substitute for her feelings of inadequacy, runs for class president, but realizes there's no way to win without rigging the election. This ends badly as does junior high and high school, but many lessons learned, jump to college, and a master plan is getting ready to go down. And a proven method born. Jump to president. Now she has a full-blown organization, Vote Helper, right? And the political ambitions for real power. She hopes the biggest opportunity her life she hopes the biggest opportunity of her life party granted her in the upcoming election will land her the support she needs to legitimately contend. The past catches up in a mysterious way as an old rival that knows the real her has an organization of her own designed to end election rigging. When their paths finally cross, an absurdly crazy showdown occurs. Now, you guys know who I'm talking about? Think about where I live, but it's like, yeah, I'm talking about Stacey Abrams now. It's like it's the whole story about her little vote harvesting gimmick that she runs down here, and the whole crazy part is like the person who keeps beating her legitimately throughout her life, her rival, like she doesn't go into politics and she doesn't really care about that stuff, but she sees her that this girl has risen to some kind of political power and she knows what she does. So she has a group that counters this, and they end up in this big battle. And the idea is at the end of it, like all the votes that she had harvested in these giant boxes in this warehouse, that they're fighting it out. It's like some of this stuff's comical too, right? And it has to be. It's me, but then she ends up getting crushed by all the votes she stole. So irony. Ooh, yeah, that's just one of them. And the next one's called Trust the Science. It's about religions and science and the belief system, the scientific belief system. Science is a religion, basically. And pro-life choice, it's about that. You guess what that's about. Elitist privilege is about justice. The Master of Puppets is about fundraisers, funding. Episode 7, the invisible film on everything, it's about subversion. So yeah, that's I thought you were talking about Smiley Smitherson. Oh, I don't know who that is. Wait, maybe I do. I think anyways, yeah. So anyways, maybe it was that, the Blaze. I don't know. No, it was the Daily Mail. It's the one with what's his name? Shapiro. Some guy came on there as a filmmaker, said they were looking for new ideas. I was looking for big money people that wanted to put on something this big. I actually have an episode in here about Tim Pool. And it's really one of my best ones. It was like, I thought it was great because, and you know how Tim's always, it's called like, let me see if I can find it. It's about identity. And it's about how he's always talking about how he's, half Korean, half white, and people don't recognize it. And this is this big thing where he felt ostracized throughout his life. And it's a big issue for him. Right. And then that one dude came on and kind of like leveled him with it. I can't remember his name. He was some white rapper that wasn't very good, but he actually brought out that weakness in him. And it was like, he got schooled by it. He got taken off guard by it. And I saw that episode and it made me think of creating this episode. And the idea is that they had picked up the series, right? And so we're doing we're doing the rundown in their studio, and we're trying to build the series up. And it's about Tim Pool in Tim Pool's studio with Tim Pool there, right? And it's like he's trying to decide, help produce the show, but at the same time, he's realizing that he's grown too big and that his organization has cracks in it, and he's not getting the communication he needs, and he's starting to feel the rock star syndrome of blowing up so fast, right? And he's having this whole identity crisis about like how he's half Korean and half American, and how there's no place for them, and this whole thing he went into. But the whole thing comes to a big head when he has to pick the person to play him in this episode. And so they bring out two guys, right? And one of them's white and he has a beanie on, and one of them's Korean and has a beanie on. And at that moment, he realizes the whole comedy of his situation, right? It's like he has to pick between whether he's going to pick the white guy or the Korean guy to play him and as him in the episode. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Rugged Man. That's him. You saw that, right? Is that the guy that was on there? Was that his name? He was a terrible rapper, terrible. But evidently people like his stuff. I thought he was awful. The Daily Wire, that's it. But can you imagine, like, you know, you're in Tim Pool's there, and he's trying to run around, and he's got all this crazy stuff going on. People are, you know, are messing with the system. He's trying to figure out what's going on. But then we're trying to make a TV show at the same time, right? A TV episode. And we're like, Tim, you got to pick the guy that's going to play you, you know, and the whole time someone's trying to get him to come do it, right? And he's having all these, you know, this internal monologue, and there's cameras in the house that are filming him as he goes from place to place that are up on like security cameras, right? And then some of it's on his show. I just had the whole thing worked out in my head. And then at the end, he's like, okay, finally, I will come pick the guy that's going to play me. And he's put down to these two guys, and he has to pick between the white guy and the Korean. I thought that would be great. It just kind of said, hey, this is kind of silly that I'm hung up on this fact that I'm a mixed race, that it doesn't matter. We're all Americans. That's the underlying idea behind that episode. But thanks for bringing that up to you, Rex. I'm glad you remembered that. I haven't thought about that whole series in a long time. Again, the name for it is Streamed Consciousness. That's just a pen name. I have another name for it that if it ever got produced, I would use. It might be hashtagged somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's that. So thanks for asking about that. I hope you guys enjoyed that little rundown of it. I got tons of episodes with tons of summaries like that written out. They're just, I think this thing goes on forever. I don't even know how many words it is. It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of words. And I typed it all in on an iPad. How about that? Yeah, man. Yeah, big group of lefties are RL gangsters. Oh, yeah. Real life gangsters, I bet. Yeah, dude, it covers all kinds of things. I could probably add a bunch more to it now. Like a year later, looking back, I have so much more to add to it. Believe me, a lot more. I learned a lot in a year from being on here. I learned a lot about people, a lot about the internet, a lot about streaming. It's been quite an adventure and quite a ride, but I could say standing here today, I'm grateful and thankful for everything that I have and all the people I have in my life. I've got some amazing friends now, real friends. I've gotten rid of a lot of fake friends. I've got a lot of real friends and a lot of real solid, cool, good people around me. And winning reality is happening, man. We're doing it together. And you can see, look around the room, look around the crowd here tonight, and you can see many, many, many of those faces and many more to come as we keep moving forward into the future with winning reality and this idea. It's just an idea, a good idea, one that you should subscribe to and follow on Rumble as well as YouTube. And if you want to be a member, there's memberships. In fact, there's some memberships coming out tonight that I totally missed. I think someone said Valhalla got a membership. He's got a membership before. He just never shows up. He's too busy playing with his Legos. Guys, give him a hard time. I want him to come on. He has to take one weekend off from his Legos and come over here and play with me for one night. He can do Legos while he's on the show. I'm totally good with that. But for everybody who got a membership tonight, welcome to the winner circle. Sorry if I didn't catch that because it's on a different screen than the one I'm looking at. So if I don't know it happens, it doesn't come up on my screen. Oops, it doesn't come up on my screen. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's nice. I meant to say it's a nice brisk night. I'm starting to feel like fall here right now. I don't know about where you are at in this country, this great world of ours, but here in the South, it is a little chilly tonight. I don't know what the temperature is currently. Let's see. Will you tell me? No, it's 48 in Nashville. I see that. I don't know why Nashville popped up, but there it is. So that's the experts getting it's a little chilly over there. What is he doing? Is he still doing this? What are those guys doing over there? I'm going to pick a place to reroute here in a second. Let's see. What's going on over at the experts?
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard.
Okay, so they're still doing the same thing. Okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Guys, man, it's been a wild, fun ride tonight, man. This is fun. I'm gonna start doing this more often, where it's just us chilling. I didn't know how it would go over. It's 61. The doors are open and windows are open. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see here. Let me go look over here and find out where we can send you guys to next. I always like to do that on Saturday nights. I sometimes during the week I don't do it or don't have a chance to do it. But Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I live, and I hope you guys are having a good time tonight. So I'll do more of these, right? I'll do more of these, just chilling and with us together, man. We should do more of these. I used to do member streams, but it has okay. So you guys get to pick where you guys want to go. I got Gary Lamb, Are Conservative Women Better? I got MG Law Unbuttoned the Travis Somebody trial. That's a trial stream. Thermo, the pre-stream is going Israel Under Attack. Yellow Flash. I'm guessing these are still going. Yellow Flash. Are we close to World War III? Yeah, I don't want to go over that one. So and Shinogram, I put shit together show. I put shit together show. So I think her and Digger 420 are over there doing some kind of gaming stuff. So I don't know how much or what's going to last. Gary, I'm pretty sure will keep going. Thermo goes forever. And so what right now I'm going to look back to you guys. Where do you want to go? Let's see. Should I put a poll in here? I got one for, let's see. Let me do a poll. Start a poll, and this poll is going to be really quick. So we got Gary Lamb, Thermo, MG, and I don't even know. I guess I can MG Law, and is that right? No, wait. Is it MG or MLS? I gotta get this right. Hold on. I think it's MLS. No, it's MG. Okay, it's MG. So maybe Shizzy will be over there. I don't know. And what was the other one? Oh, Shin. So I'm gonna say Shinagram. Is it Shinagram? Okay. I don't know if I spelled that right. Let me see. Yeah, Shinagram. I did. Okay, so those are our choices. The poll is where are we going? Where are we going next? All right, there we go. Boom. Crowd decides. It's out. It's out, folks. It's out. All right. It's all on you guys. Just vote, 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 vote. Okay, so we have 10 in the chat, so I'm seeing 10, and it could be more or less. But anyways, yeah, you guys decide. The majority will rule. And so yeah, our outgoing jam tonight is gonna be from 2002. It's the boys from Panic are joined by Dottie's People and the People's Choice Choir. It's a great song. It's a lot of fun. I was there. This is at Bonnaroo. This is at Bonnaroo. So back when Bonnaroo was good, right? One of the first three epic bands playing together, all in the same place. Tens of thousands of people there jammed in for a weekend. It was a good time. It was great memories for me. Great memories for that weekend. It was fun. What I remember of it. All right. We got 6 votes in. Oh, hold on. Wait, 6, 5, 6. Hold on. Okay, someone changed their vote. How does that work? How do we do 5, 6? That was weird. All right. Looks like is that it? What's in your suggestion? Why not stay here and get smashed? Well, I mean, we could. I don't have anything to get smashed with, but get smashed by head in the law. Well, I can't really drink, but I got some gummies and some weed. Well, I can drink some more caffeine. Yeah, I got a giant bottle of vodka. I'm getting smashed. Oh, did you, T-Rex? We have to hear. You want to tell us how the evening went? You can tell us more about that. You want to come up on panel? Okay. Do we want to end? I had to add another poll. Do we want to end the stream or have T-Rex? You can come up and give a quick. You can come up and give a quick synopsis of where you're at, because I did promise that. So I'm gonna end the poll now. Gary did win. All right. So he's gonna be where I redirect to. He's my partner, man. I gotta do that anyways. But there you go. I will let T-Rex come in and give a 5-minute synopsis or less of what's going on with him. Because as you know, if you guys are following this, right? Lex, we can hang out for a while, man. We can hang out for a while. I'll chill. I thought maybe you guys might want to move on because you just listen to me ramble for 2 hours and 20 minutes now. All right, we'll see where this goes. This might turn into we may have to go longer here, but I do have the jam queued up, so we are going to hear the jam at some point. But let me go ahead and give this over to our man T-Rex Trucking, who will be coming in shortly. Let's see what I get here. Wave back. I'll wave back to you. Hi. Okay, yeah. Yes, we are redirecting to Gary then. To that question in the DMs. Okay, T-Rex. Here is your link to give us a synopsis of what's going on, to catch us up. As I did promise on Thursday night, we would cover this topic, so we had to cover it. And if you guys want to hang, we'll hang, man. I'm just don't want to bore you guys to tears. So I can do it. All right, as we wait for a man, I'll get his intro ready. I get to try his intro again. You guys can see it for a third time. But, you know, I try to make it so they never get old. All right, get your audio straight. Make sure you're all ready to come into the show. So I'll keep your intro, and I'll keep the other. I got the property tax, and I got the 18-wheeler show intro. So you can always just, you know, super chat me for the property tax if you want to see that played. We're waiting for T-Rex to come join us here. T3, you're still awake? Yeah, she's still awake. All right, good. I haven't bored you to tears yet, have I? Or to other things. I got whiskey once the kiddo goes down. Okay. That's a responsible parent right there. All right. You guys ready? Here he comes.
Baby steps? It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time.
Baby steps.
It works. First of all, I don't pay property tax.
Welcome, T-Rex Trucking. How's it going, buddy? You're muted.
Howdy, Winnie. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you? You're a little low. I'm going to try to sit you up here on this side. Let's see.
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, you're still a little low. Can you guys hear him in the crowd? Give him some feedback, guys.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's a little better. You hear nothing? Oh wait, she's talking about Lotto. Yeah. You can't win if you don't play.
That's true. That's true.
All
The
right.
answer's always no if you don't ask.
You sound really far away. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my way outside because it is 11:30 and I don't want to be rude to the other guests in the convo building. All
What a
right, now it
sweetheart.
should be better. I can actually
Yeah, that's-
talk and yeah.
Actually.
Don't actually. I don't actually. I don't actually.
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 Okay, so we're ready for your update.
Very busy. Well, where did we leave off? Because that's where I'll start the story. Do you remember Winning?
Yeah, we left off where she had gone to bed on the couch, and
Mhm.
you had joined us on stream, and
Mhm.
you had the mighty powers of myself, T3, and Gary combined.
Yep.
And then eventually Jacob Peets did come in and help as well. So yes, you had
true.
mites of wisdom all combined to help solve this problem, and you were to come. You went out and you're coming in to go to bed, and
Mhm.
you're gonna take a shower and then go to bed.
Mhm.
And so,
Yep.
what happened after that? Give us an update.
So after that, I did that, and then I woke up in the morning, and we went to Universal, and I had a fairly decent time. Neither of us were being particularly nice to each other. Then we met this Scottish couple. We hung out the second half of the day, me, her, and then this Scottish couple. And then we came back and we went to bed, and then we woke up this morning and
Hold on,
we
hold
were
on. You
s-
skipped a day. This
Mm-mm.
is last night. You haven't gone to bed yet, have you? And it's not morning. Did I miss a
No.
day?
So we went to Universal on Friday. It's now Saturday night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did miss a day. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mhm. How y'all doing? Um, and then
Okay,
I
you
woke
went
up.
to bed.
Yes.
You went to bed last night. I'm gonna.
Correct.
You're on here, so I'm gonna have to ask you tough questions. Was it the same
Okay.
sleeping? Was it the same sleeping arrangements as before or
It
not?
was unfortunately the same sleeping arrangements as before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Continue.
Then I woke up this morning and my plan was to go to Gatorland, and I told her to be ready by 12:30, and she was not. So I left without her and went and did my own thing for a bit. And then I came back and um well, we had a pretty decent conversation and we worked some things out, and I'll keep that private. And then basically it's just kind of gonna work out that we're gonna kind of do our own thing, stay out of each other's way, and then I will be taking her back to her friend's house on Monday, and we'll probably end up just parting ways for good. Yep, that's what happened. That's the update, and now it's now. I had a great night though. I went and got a steak, and then I went to this like little like outdoor like kind of like festival area. It had like a bunch of little shops and little carts that are like like a street fair almost. Um, but like permanent because it's Orlando. And walked around, had a couple really cool conversations, and then I came back here and I hopped on the show. So that's the update.
All right.
Any questions, Winnie?
Well, I think you
Because
pretty much covered all the questions. How is Universal Studios? Is that fun these days, or what? What kind of things are
yeah,
there?
Universal was fun. It was. Unfortunately, just with only having a 1 day pass and having the park hoppers, so trying to do both parks, um, it's a lot to do. The lines are really long, so we only ended up riding about 5 rides. We did Simpsons, Men in Black, the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show Experience, the Hogwarts Express, um, the oh, what's his name? Um, what's the giant's name in Harry Potter? The groundskeeper.
Um,
Tell us.
T3 will tell us in about 2 seconds. Jacob wants to know, did you check out any of the bars tonight, or is that another night?
Okay, so that'll probably be Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm
Haggard.
going. Tomorrow I'm Hagrid. Yes, we did the Hagrid motorcycle ride. We did the Hogwarts ride, and then we did this one. It was just insane. We did the Velociraptor ride in Jurassic Park. It's just a roll. It's a themed roller coaster, but it was freaking crazy. 120-foot tower, straight up, straight down, launches you at 70 miles per hour twice, inverts you twice. It was freaking crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That roller coaster was crazy. But I'm gonna go to a club called Chillers.
Chillers.
So Chillers is this really neat club that my cousin was telling me about. So the first floor is like just a normal dance club, lights, techno music, stuff like that. The second floor, it's like 3 clubs in one. So the second floor is like just kind of like a chill lounge, like where they're going to be playing like Elton John, Billy Joel. It's kind of a place where like, all right, you're danced out, you need to go chill. Maybe you met someone on the dance floor and want to talk to them, sort of thing. And then the third floor is a rooftop, like a rooftop chill bar, where it's
Sounds like a piano bar.
Yeah, so
The,
like
the
second
Billy
floor-
Joel, Elton John one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a chill lounge area, and then the third floor is like a rooftop club sort of thing. A little bit more.
I think I've been
exciting
there.
in the second floor.
I think I've
Probably
been there.
have. Been there
Yeah.
for quite a while.
Okay, so
I think that'll be fun. What does Jacob want to know?
oh he asked he would just
Okay.
ask if you checked out those bars. I was gonna ask Jacob if he's gonna meet up with you at any point. You got plans to meet up with anybody? I know you put some feelers out to some people.
I might meet up. I got his email, so I need to write him an email tomorrow and see if he gets back to me. That would be fun. Then I'm going to hang out with some family over in Clearwater tomorrow. That'll be fun. Yep. Things are turning out just okay.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
I got the full rundown. Let's see. Any questions for T-Rex Trucking?
Questions for me, a non-property tax paying fella. Who can resist a guy who doesn't pay property tax? That's my question. Apparently her, but you know, that's a different thing.
Oh yeah, Jacob's got to save up for his daughter's birthday, so no worries. Well, maybe you could take Jacob out on the date or treat.
Well, if Jacob wants to just meet up and have a couple beers or something, I'm totally down to pay for that.
There you go. Well, if he has time, and he's a busy man, he's a dad, he's got all kinds of things going on. We totally understand. Yeah, totally would understand that. Busy.
Very busy. So busy.
Well, that's cool. But you deserve a fun vacation. I'm glad you cleared up that nuisance. You're a good man. Let her continue to stay there now. She's not allowed to have any guests, so I hope you've laid down the law about that.
It is a very, very nice thing calling her simply a nuisance, by the way.
Well, you know.
Listen, I am about 3.5 shots deep, so inhibitions are down.
Well, you be careful out there. It's still kind of early. It's only 11:35. I'm surprised you're back so soon.
Yeah, I have to leave at 10 a.m. to go drive 2 hours to Clearwater, so I will have to call it an early night.
I hear you. So what do you think of the new background?
I like the new background. It sparkles.
Yeah, they just added moving backgrounds to StreamYard. I'm surprised no one said anything about it tonight.
Well, people are paying attention to you and not the background. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah. You know, it's all for the crowd, man. It's all for the crowd. The show is for the crowd.
Show is for the crowd, absolutely. But at the same time, if you're just kind of forcing yourself to do it, the crowd can tell as well, and they won't want to watch.
Yeah, no force going on here, man. It's all fun tonight.
Absolutely. Tonight was a great show. I really did. I really have enjoyed it. It reminds me of the old members only streams from a few months ago.
Yeah, I haven't done one like this in a while, and like I said, I'll do these more often. between guests. And I didn't get any suggestions for guests, man. I was hoping to hear some suggestions from the crowd for guests, but I guess you'll just leave it up to me.
You know what I think? I think if Jacob would be into it, that you and him would probably have a pretty interesting conversation. But I'm not trying to, force anything on anyone. I'm just saying he's an interesting fella. That's all.
All suggestions are welcome. Yeah, all suggestions are welcome. Well, hey, man, thanks for stopping in and hooking us up with the. What do you say? Y'all look like you're cramming 40-ish people into this house. Okay, so that's he's talking in the chat. Yeah. So thanks for stopping in and giving us an update. We know the conclusion of the story. It sounds like you're gonna have a great time from here on out with that headache off your shoulders. And you're making good decisions, buddy. And it's good to always keep your self-respect in hand, right? And when things aren't going that way, you have to address them. And I'm glad you got out there and did it. And like we always say, just keep on trucking.
Keep on winning.
That's right. And speaking of which, let's get this party going. If you guys want to hang out more, throw me some questions, throw me some topics, whatever. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get the jam ready to play, and we're gonna now it's the time we dance. We dance. So
we can dance.
We can dance. We will be going to let's see. Let me get this banner right. So oh look, I already have one ready.
Nice. Look at you ahead of the game.
Yep. But I think we've had a great time this evening. I'm ready to kind of chill for a minute. If there's not any more requests from the crowd, because the crowd calls the shots tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That includes if I keep going or I play the jam. But I think at 8 people in, we're hanging out. Let's see. All the people over on Rumble, man, thank you so much for being here. And especially thanks to the Weed Rots crew. You guys are awesome. Please follow me on Rumble, like and subscribe on YouTube, and help the channel grow. Let people know about it and bring new people to the scene, man. We love it. Love it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Jacob says, T-Rex, you're too kind, brother. I appreciate what you said. And how long are you planning on to stick around the area?
I will be here, so I will get my next pre-plan for the next long haul Thursday morning. I am here through Wednesday night.
There you go. He'll be around. So if you're in the Orlando area and you want to meet T-Rex Trucking live and in person, he's there.
True. Hit me up on Discord, people.
Yep. He will come hang out with you. It's good to see just how
It's a very high likelihood.
I bet you did. I bet. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to come entertain you here in a second, T3. Let's see. All right, guys. Let me put this rolling. Okay. Well, everybody, I had a great time tonight. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming and being part of the scene tonight, being part of the show. You guys make it happen, man. Thank you for all the love and support. Right back at you. And I'll be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for Old School Watch Party Sundays with T3, aka Shelly. And we're going to be covering the classic documentary Loose Change about the events of 9/11, and it will be a warm up on YouTube, and then we're going to be going over to Rumble for the feature presentation, and then we'll have an addendum at the end with a new report from Redacted that came out, just addressing the same topic. So that's it, guys, and until next time, y'all keep on winning.
Gotta voice of the people's choice. It's broken down on the side of the road, yeah. It's crawling in the darkness like a king snake in the woods. Hiding in the tall grass, hiding in the tall grass. Just looking for a place to shed our skin. On the sun and the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. Won't be the same, no. What's down shot lately? Monument expression. Silhouetted faces in the flesh. Cypress trees and killing minds. Naked in the mud, girl. Let's take it in the mud, girl. Just looking for a place to shed our skin. Gonna summon the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. We're gonna summon the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. Won't be the same. I'm feeling weak and need a bit of hot sun. Rolling from the station, we were foaming at the mouth. Sipping on a tall boy, sipping on a tall boy. Just looking for a place to shed our skin. Yeah, summon the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. We're gonna summon the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. We're gonna summon the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. And in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. Show me the way, Lord.
Here we go. This is called Testify.
Yeah, we're gonna summon the Holy Ghost. 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 Summon the Holy Ghost. Summon the Holy Ghost. Somebody ought to testify. Say for God, somebody ought to testify. There's been times in my life when I was down and in despair, fell down on my knees and I called on God in prayer. Thank Him for His blessings and I named them one by one. But most of all, I thank you, Lord, for all you've done. And I somebody ought to testify. Say for God. Some in the Holy Ghost. 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 We're gonna some in the Holy Ghost on the battlefield. In the morning, this whole world won't be the same. We're gonna sing in the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. In the morning, this whole world won't be the same. We're gonna sing in the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. Lord, in the morning, this whole world won't be the same. Sing in the Holy Ghost from the battlefield. In the morning, this whole world won't be the same.